Ghana Journalists Association. Let's welcome the presenter of the award, none other, yours and mine, Mr. Athol Morny, the national president of the GJA. Please, a round of applause. The winner goes home with a memento, citation, and certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, the radio program of the year 2020 goes to Asempa FM Ekosiisen. Well, the host, I don't know who he has not interviewed yet. Congratulations to all of you, the entire team at Asempa FM's Ekosiisen. Congratulations to you for emerging the radio program of the year 2020.
The award for the political program of the year radio going to Ekosiisen of Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Asempa FM.
Political program of the year radio Ekosiisen.
Well, I know that Asempa has gained a lot of experience. Asempa is one of the, not the forerunners, but in terms of coverage and listenership, you stand tall. The new FM stations that are coming into the arena are not calling on you to exit, them to survive. Is that what is happening? No. They are learning from you. They are learning under your feet. They are also trying as much as possible to find space. And, there's enough in the world for everybody. There's enough in the world for everybody. And so I think that those who are coming up, we definitely will encourage the injection of new blood. But you cannot also totally do away with the experience.
It's always a pleasure coming to Asempa where the truth is spoken.
I mean, that's not me for Kunya also in chair a tifonina or muti Ekosiisen, Jumedino. Na but almost was because Asempa, Asempa, and also every tifo. And me did yourself a Ghana fanina will be a radio eda. I would see none a Juma Pamaye, but I bet premise I'm renty. Remember some money, Juma phone pennyphonina.
Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. What can I say? What carry on?
No, why outdated? I to say for the Achisun.
It be kicking.
We are transforming Ghana, changing lives and transforming Ghana.
Changing lives
and transforming Ghana. Yeah, advancing. Omanhene Asante. You're quite him, Papa B. Oman Penny Quat.
Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. What can I say? What carry on?
Yes. Omanhene Asante.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
It's a buy a school with reference a skill, never a TVET, okay. You know. When you these licenses a DVLA,
okay, DVLA office ni be about
I think he's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some really good job.
Wow.
Rocky Obin is also doing marvelously well. Western.
I think the people who won't even carry a very obvious by set a champion.
Yes.
Anna Henry Court.
Tobo. Ebedru so. Nebo Boba. This is for the best performing regional ministers, and we want to congratulate all of them. Honorable Henry Kote, Honorable Kwabena Ocheda Komensa, Honorable George Boache, Honorable Rocky Obin, and Honorable Seth Echampon. We are proud of you. Ekosiisen Award 2022. We are really proud of you. And from the best performing regional ministers, called best performing deputy ministers. Okay. Best performing deputy ministers. 5.
Hey, number 5,
yes, and also top 5. Top 5 best performing deputy ministers. And let me also make an observation. Team go through the list of deputy ministers. It was really difficult to pinpoint. In fact, number 1, to even know ministries, no more deputy ministers, because some of them are not visible. As a minimum, so more ministers and Asha or Musu say, or more than take initiative. It was a very, very difficult thing getting the top 5 best performing, deputy ministers. On our list, again, in no particular order.
The deputy ministers.
In no particular order. Reverend John Intim Fojo, Education Deputy Minister. Yeah. He's done quite well in the year under review 2022. Andrew Ejapa Mesa, Deputy Energy.
There seems to be some, flow.
Yeah, between Omanhene and the boss. And he's been put in charge of some very critical Nyome Ekoswe in the ministry or Juma Papa. George Mreku Duka.
That is my number one.
Yes. George Mreku
he's overly
Duka.
way.
I mean,
he's overly way.
On name me choice.
He's overly way.
I want to
But so this thing, no, the number of days I take here, and the research I are here to come to this conclusion.
Honestly,
as when you say
Duka.
George Mreku Duka. Jackson, why is it?
Duka realized.
Yes. Yes.
Not the party food, the party greater craft.
Yes.
Executive.
Hey, what a surprise! Herbert
Crapper. Yes.
Now, you can say, I want to do Komobi. So, I'm going to be this uncle, and command a chairman.
Sure.
Even though I understand whatever they were looking for, but a Nipa or meeting now couldn't come on deputy minister.
Asempa FM 94.7
was sending me text message. Was it say a bamum crofon in our betty may be
no Duka is so solid.
Duka behavior.
Yeah.
Because so many problems. Was it because he has Duka meet your mother or your mother? And now almost sending a message, text message. Almost a greater car cancer party executive. These people they want to have a meeting with him.
Yes.
Was it within a minute? No, I respond. I'm on time. I'm quiet. You all show me in. No more tenacity. No, nya butre.
A church.
But say, my many was sending me text message say that was down for no new and I said for me. Me look away minion. Why am I down for? Yes, me in Canada be away minion. Why am I down for?
Yeah.
You know, Duka, when your appointment, and our friend. What Charles? I don't know why you be and some maybe what's your say? But I'm not your because I believe that be one. I still out the ball, man.
Yeah.
He gave me the opportunity to serve again.
Yeah.
I declined it because of certain things.
Some
kind of opinion. Be been to me yet,
Duka is solid.
I mean, I don't want to those things. And but anytime we hear me
inputs BB
and you will call him anytime that Meti say BB cost baby.
He will respond and take action.
Meti Makacho say the sea forest, the minimum chain forest report, commission. And I can tell you what activities is going on now within any area.
Any area.
Within the forest service division. Because of the relationship that I had with them. The workers, I mean, the industry, anyone on it. But friend, no, any kasa, yeah.
Obi too one. George Mreku Duka. But man, only the Mreku Duka thing, no, what preparation does when you prepare for a position.
Sure.
Na ya the mawa, and mind you, say he was MC. Ewa Takwan Swayim. Became member of parliament every day in the time because many experts say first term of Nanado at least will be an appointment when you know obede in the time when he finally got the position and again in Sono kudos to the minister for assigning him to where the scale sets nebetimi aye adwuma because when him say sometimes no say o minister so they go share baby but when say in charge of mining and he is yes Takwan Swayim guy when he's comfortable in that space and that's why he's done
I'm happy for Herbert
quite
Crapper.
Marvelously well. Herbert Crapper, Deputy Trade and Industry Minister.
So happy for him.
Very quiet, very unassuming, but he's working. He's working. He's a legal person, a lawyer. He's a legal person. More in charge of after enkomodie ne trade laws, ne trade policies, ne sa no, and he's doing exceptionally well. Herbert Krapper, unim so or a former press secretary to Nanado, then opposition leader.
That's why I make us say, why quiet,
very quiet.
Yeah. Young people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
And you come sure. Yes, not just a ranting and say, yeah, near me, yeah, it's true. And I like what you said about Duka, the preparation.
Preparation.
Oh, we I say, Nyakwama, you prepare.
And
because
a shortcut, no?
Oh, look, Penny Fossa, I said, you are quansi. 1 minute, I said, John, I'm in for the currency of Bobby Monsiam. Many years, not age between men and 26 years. And the reason why it me you might need son say, me my man say me son.
Okay.
Because me a trailer in your head. You tease a trailer at your free head is what sign car Asante wonder and and so if we tear say ye jumping in 490.
Yeah.
Now you take over from them. You be able to.
It's true.
Not today the competition will be how serve will be. Now,
undermining.
Or competing with. And I mean, he wants to rub shoulders with the person. 10 piano half baked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Me,
yeah.
What you say? If it has to be done, then
it has to be done well. Yeah.
So,
best performing deputy ministers, no. Andre Japamesa, Reverend John in Team Fojo, Dr. John Kuma. Dr. John Kuma,
a spokesperson for Ministry of Finance.
A certain strength in communication, but yes, so it was a reason why Omodeno and I think he's performed creditably.
The cheese what more.
Hey, send you the Nechia Genioma, the Nechia Genioma. In Dr. John Kuma, George Mikuduka, and a Herbert Krapper, top 5
checking
best performing.
Checking the waiting.
John Kuma.
Made your own semi so.
Yeah.
And John, the one who are not the
full in too much. You want check your weight.
And what's happening?
It is a just join us on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live. Now, at least you see the pictures, the artworks, and then Ube Huinti, best performing deputy ministers for the year 2022. Oman would move now to the best performing CEOs. Director generals and managing directors. And I don't know ye top 10. Top 10.
I see.
Top 10.
And Jackson, let's go with the CEOs there no. And for more share and you would see.
Serious, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
So I'm say me so man not true. Into mama me fast in information. It's be so minimum call the paper.
Into for the best performing CEOs, DGs and MD. Again in no particular order.
Oh wow.
National Lottery Authority. Sami Ewuku.
Yeah.
Ghana Gas, Dr. Ben Asante.
A lot of changes.
Yeah.
A lot of changes.
Yeah.
Ghana Gas. A lot of changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
State Housing Company.
Kwabena
for appear.
Continuously he's proving why he needs to be given
Kwabena for appear. State Housing Company. Dr. Bernard Okoboy, National Health Insurance Authority.
A rocky situation.
Yes, but yes, he's done quite well.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
The lease Mimi Darko.
I'm not surprised.
FDA.
Why Juma Papa? Why Juma Nkasa? You know, and a man tuning I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
a man tuning I'm not surprised.
The lease Mimi Darko.
I'm not surprised. The man tuning maybe Dr. Kingsley Ajimai.
Yes,
and I make catcher must say
yes.
Oman and Inco the structure and so
okay.
Nitrimu poe papa.
Okay.
But we nanko phobia na machine system no.
Okay.
So I say and he's done his best.
He's done quite well.
I think so far.
The reforms or the Abba Scholarship Secretariat. I mean, sometimes the issues of funding there, I don't know say it was only scaredy free baby. Say Maya, you can't blame him very well, but I think he's done very, very well. Dr. Kingsley Ajaman Scholarship Secretariat, Dr. Efua Asabia Asare.
You guys made my day. Wow! Mommy, where the wow bien pao. Obo kanche na kam catch out. Oh wow.
Efua Asabia Asare Gepa.
Great.
Gepa.
What Ghana mana broso.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's really
Ghana Export Promotion Authority. Yes, ono na wo ho. And Edwin Alfred Provençal.
Another for lack of maybe a better word, another stubborn guy who is very focused.
Sure.
You know, very because there are a lot of distractions and a lot of maybe a course on a gusu cry course. I wanna swear on but I think almost stone be almost abobi almost to boni biano. Prugu.
He's done quite well. He's done very well. He's done very, very well.
Nana the
Eric Nana Ajeman
Prempe. Both in NDC MPP Ghana for Nana Eric Nana Ajeman Prempe. You can't contest. Nana. Well, Juma and Sokese, Amen, Ekosiisen Awards 2020 Best Performing CEOs, DJs, MDs, no, Edward County, Echrese, Tepeni this year, I'm better me true raffle. Miawani, Nakos here, Jumapa, Fasumo mine, because posterity there. A judge will be say, about homodi.
And finally on the list of 10, Kojo Bar Ajeman.
I see more
only a Ghana Digital Center.
A potential to fly.
Sure.
Even with the little space now,
I think that the initial signs are really good.
You know,
the initial signs
I'm not surprised. I'm happy for about 4 personalities. State House, the uniform crown on there, where they are always going. But Dr. Kuboy, Mimi Dakun, Efua Sabia. They said Nana say what so and then Ghana Gas, you know, Ghana Gas. I think
and even Samuel done well with NLA.
No, Samuel clearly it was expected that Untimi excuse be for non-performance.
You perform,
and you have to perform because you have been in there for a long time. You needed to perform, and I think gradually or build that foundation now. Onigo Krana.
From the CEOs, now we go to a very critical category, which is the best performing ministers.
We say what?
5.
I have a problem now. I had a problem now.
Best performing ministers.
Best performing ministers.
Yes, ministers. Ain't best performing ministers, no?
But I'm saying one funny papa come here, boy, they make shoot it down.
Man, in the end of that honor, in no particular order.
Of about quarter. Hey. Oh, Godfrey Dummy.
Yes. In the best performing ministers 2022, in no particular order. In the end, started with the man first. Mavis Hawakumsin, MP. Ewutu Senior East, and Nansan Obi Otie Ghana Statistical Service data omodi 2 Jano. A Greek sector performance was pushed heavily by fisheries.
Okay.
Okay. And if you follow the fisheries sector quite well, Ubehu say Oko Hono the relationship with fisher folks. Unim say and therefore for most part of the second half of this year, na premix on seminar. Now, and said that but she managed the system well.
That one take you until the deputy finance minister, Abena, Eba Benjamin. And I'm saying, Matisse problem, but also that week now they've paid that a canna not down.
Yes,
but
she managed the system so well, you know, so well. And she
over. Well, this one man found you. Oh, this man. Obi.
The next, Kwesi Amoakwata, Minister of Roads and Highways. I mean, no introduction is needed. He's done extremely well. I mean, share the challenges in that sector, the lack of funds, and but still, everywhere you pass, you would see 1 or 2 roads contractors requiring or more a year. The team believes he is worthy of this honor to be part of the best performing ministers. And the energy minister of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Matthew
extremely you know, sometimes only how comes in, for instance, look at the headler also that ministry, and the normal Kasia and Semfata Yemubina Kikafano. And so it is clear that Manipan Binuma Kwenya, not sure how they will perform. And how is a typical example of that. Oh, the bad doctor, alcohol, Matthew Poku Preme. But they be than or a certain attitude.
Sure.
Very focused on the job. Very serious.
Yeah.
Compromising nature be anyhow. Anna issues even about the Kuyenino Katasha Proeno. Yeah, you can raise it to the highest. But about ABC form. You know, all manner of issues has been raised about Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. And thereof, who say it is just interest be Obi person or seven and I say, you know, that likewise Amwakwata, and I'm not surprised Godfrey Dam is there. Godfrey Dam, I'm not surprised.
He's done quite well. I mean,
when do the Obi? I'm a brown for because every sector oh wow.
My point is now Juma. Godfrey you know, he pioneered this plea bargain law. The aim is to going forward decongest in prisons na say obi efa or mine sika our interest should not always be in custodial sentence for the person Kwabena e befa sika na wafa no ye besia jama bo mine ho very important. Absolutely. So obetimi in sika na
no solid
intina emra no ebi wo hwe court act me na emra nkitikiti bi wo mu a obi betimi say office car obetimi apatel na oni
tokro no betimi atetare ma omko na ye de be kai o mo tetare san tokro ni ma ye na sen crofo cars amanfo ye pon ho
oni na ko school no de be kai
tiesrew ye be ba ho se kan topics ni duru a mechirim se free as which as a aduane in the school na kan ho duru a be chirim
wo be school bi o mo nya aduane o
I will tell you duru a maybe impo practicals a o mo ye so mo chiro wasi practicals o mo ye nsem a ekomu no it will shock you it will shock you nsem a ekọ practicals o mo ye nim no Omanhene it will shock you say ye pa akokọ nan e dey aye practicals ye wesi o mo chiri
Asempa
na headmaster sisika ni ho etin kokọ a enam school mu wa say be manfo kokọ a atumi afiri aba school mu ho no and yet teacher o mtwetwe o man do o ye practicals Omanhene timuni Omanhene ayare hu so obi akokọ free fie so o mididi a wakọ school mu no because buying first can come headmasters any emi amfa nye practicals with ya teacher o mtwetwe o man do o ye practicals that is Nana do Dankwa Kufuor ne ba umi abai for you now you see then I hope see yes I'm saying one easy Omanhene hope see ya say program ya mai serious Omanhene eti ya besre aban se enema nkoyie ti onfane nansi form ne mmere kakra akai yemhunu se sebe yetoaba ema obi so woni anim fo fie ngwatwe
Chairman, a popular request, maybe say, end the interview with a prayer from you in Hebrew into Fayeng area in 30 seconds. Me pacho.
Yah of Israel, Shamak Israel Yehovah, Elahenu Yehovah Ekat, we ahata et Yehovah, Elohika Bika Luvika, Uvika Naveshika, Uvika Miodika, Todi Yashach, Todi Yashach. Todi Yashach. Yah of Israel, Shamak Israel Yehovah, Elahenu Yehovah Ekat, we ahata et Yehovah, Elohika Bika Luvika, Uvika Naveshika, Uvika Miodika, Todi Yashach, Todi Yashach, Todi Yashach. Amen.
Asempa FM.
Sunday enyumre. My point.
Asempa FM.
Sunday enyumre. My point church. Fiesta Royal honoma be 8:30. Traffic light no. Omo wo fira chimote eba no. Omo de na so green. Car ba ko no fira chimote eba no okotema no. Aso green we qualified to go. Was so no top speed any joke. Moto bi fi Fiesta honoma eba gempa ho. Ono na enyansafo. It is no nim say obetimi abiti car no ansa na car na say whatever obi mi hu bi da said Kwame said Kwame what here said and throw no it's Obi peja ne kobe tuore fitaya hey masa me bi da pow me ya jaw peja no peja ne chese me ntimi ka se na efe owi aha odaye then why don't you was okay we let me odaye odaso ye no use se mutu na that's why Private Jackson my information. That's why no problem. And the president Americano, I was shocked. Hey, some it's your foolishness and your recklessness. And yes, Sunday. Oh, quite. Some more to follow. That's one thing. Who's always come watch document? Yeah, they always try to be smart. I saw a good word. Not pleasure. That's why I'm Canada. What's me who be that? A pijano coyon. The religion aban. Wow. Now me can the motor. I did that baby to say, Basa, just like that. Just like that. It wouldn't be a yakra. Ni pay me idiot. When you're meaning him. Ni a cottage habano, that is been a fiesta by body haba. Within just 2 minutes, the teacher body haba because Nipani, Unipani. They are put down a mass of Yabina Bracken Kazi.
Asempa FM.
When you're in edgy. And in a minute, your foolishness killed you. Your foolishness, your recklessness, because wow.
And I think San Newman Kitting Sona Nina Akabo.
Yes.
And then Ramitier, Dr. Enin of Kofi Annan International Peace, and he made the point, say a frustration, no, and Akikabo Mami you.
But we have all contributed
to that. Enra, I had an engagement with some youth on Unim Clubhouse.
Yeah, Unim Clubhouse.
Clubhouse today.
What's it mean Clubhouse? Sport baby, I joined a baby continent. And I don't know what's that? What's that? No, I joined a baby continent. But what is that? Yeah.
A social media app.
Oh, the move because I'm not going to wait for half an hour. Nobody can say, oh, Casama, because of a cousin, I will not question about more to me now. Because he did was a Clubhouse. Wouldn't say technical tell you, Adimami, Guapayomuno, and Akusifaka Kai, because Twitter education, Mediaco de Rebina. What about Yakwana Wano, who Bram and Bridge, screenshot to grab him, Bram and Brown, them. Was a club my house. My medication, or there was no you. No, my medication, I was doing. The Clubhouse was a babaco. Maza, me ma found the Clubhouse. Who would signal? Who would telegram?
Me telegram.
Yeah, information. Yeah, mamma. Yeah, like I just see my video. There's what trap ring now. Oh, Kwabena. The dear pa. Me
engaging group beyond Club.
Yeah.
If you are within that place, because if you are out in Ghana, from what is, so you can't come to Awuchi Senya. You can't come to Awuchi Senya. But the Boba can stop, no. Go back. Write the law on you.
Like what? What have I done?
You are fighting the law.
I have to pay my workers up.
You are not going. Go back. You are not going.
So what do I do?
Are you in the Gongwa East Assembly?
Yes.
Are you in the Awuchi Senya East? I'm asking for simple question. Answer me. Are you in the Awuchi Senya?
No, I'm at Gongwa East.
So why the basis of your argument? Your arguments are so flat.
No, boss.
That's why I won't waste my time with you. Go back.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Seku Nkrumah. Good morning, Mr. Seku Nkrumah.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you on air?
I'm listening to you.
We had some communicate, use some communicate concerning you are against anybody who is trying to subject your father in line with the Dr. Kofi Abu Fabusia. Your take on that?
I don't understand what you are saying.
Hello?
I don't understand what you are saying, so please try and explain it properly.
What I mean is, understand yesterday we make some pronouncement at SYZ FM concerning that Dr. Kofi Abdul-Fabujia wasn't a visionary person. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
Uh-huh. We want you to tell us more about Dr. Kofi Abdul-Fabujia. The vision.
I'm not too sure I understand what your question is, but if you are asking about what I said on Radio XYZ
and concerning Dr. Kofi Abdul-Fabujia,
was simply a comment on
the comment you make. The comment you made concerning Dr. Kofi Abdul-Fabujia,
that he was a visionary, and so on. And I'm saying that I don't see how Dr. Buzia or Professor Buzia can be visionary when he stood against the vision of our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Dr. Buzia took over the leadership of the UP after J.D. Dankwa.
Okay. But if someone may ask,
he had a vision of African unity, bringing Africans together so that our resources, we can all work to western or foreign interests that people like Dr. Buzia, which is totally unacceptable. It was during his time that other African nationals were sent away from Ghana, which again is unacceptable and not in the spirit, an African spirit that Nkrumah introduced in Ghana and Africa. So on many
Mr. Nkrumah,
I think he cannot be described as man of vision.
We thank you.
I totally disagree, because as a country, if we go by this provision of these three documents for a means of identification, we will end up disenfranchising most of our people. Mr. Speaker. And so for us,
is that we'll end up with what? We'll end up with what?
This franchise. I totally disagree, because as a country, if we go by this provision of these three documents for a means of identification, we will end up disenfranchising most of our people. Mr. Speaker. And so for us,
is that we'll end up with what? We'll end up with what?
This franchise.
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, order.
So that we will not disenfranchise.
Okama chapter 8 verse 6. Sir, and Joseph Banini. And your marriage, and a Banini. What is it? That's a yes, who crown it, Minya. Bibi Kafan was say. Well, Jama Bofo Ibania, whom am I? To say I'm perfect. Listen, I'm not perfect, but I'm better than you. Okama chapter 8 verse 6. Sir, and you Joseph Banini. And your marriage, and a Banini. What is it? That's a yes, who crown it, Minya. Bibi Kafan was say. Well, Jama Bofo Ibania, whom am I? To say I'm perfect. Listen, I'm not perfect, but I'm better than you. Excellent.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
The CIMT Radio Program of the Year. Ekosiisen. Are you ready? You are listening to the CIMT Radio Program of the Year. Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7 FM.
Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. What can I say? We'll carry on. Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. What can I say? We'll carry on.
Why outdated? I to say for Adiachi son.
Idibi keke no.
We are transforming Ghana, changing lives and transforming Ghana.
Changing lives
and transforming Ghana. Yeah, advancing. Omanhene Asante. Ye koye nim papa bi omanpanyi kwa.
Omanhene Asante. Omanhene Asante. What can I say? What carry I want?
Yes. Omanhene Asante.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
Okay, true. Me just say
Radio Program of the Year. Ekosiisen. Are you ready? You are listening to the CNG Radio Program of the Year. Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7 FM.
Omanhene Asante. Omanhene Asante. Omanhene Asante. What can I say? What carry on? Omanhene Asante. Omanhene Asante. Omanhene Asante. What can I say? What carry on? Omanhene Asante. Omanhene Asante. Omanhene Asante. What can I say? What carry on?
well, my mema official pa na mensan for Merry Christmas enso emma ene December ne da etoso aduonu enwotwe. Iti da twedi amponyankopon asese ode enso achen. Enchi bia na 2022 baby ode free January ebepem ne December no. Enchi bia na ye danase. Na yasrese 2023 no. Onyame beti nanim akere me no mi no nyina. I'm sure. Say you are very hopeful. Say 2023. Said the nyoma anko ye ama wo kwan bi so nya kwan nyina so no. Baby asinto ba bia ba hye ne kena. Baby atokro da bia so betua. Baby a ugina ho ye bia no be pese obekoso agina ho ye amana bro so. In the 2023 you have to be and you need to be very very hopeful. Na watutu anamo ese na esa fata se de be ya sa abotire na ye nkunimdie ni yedi abotire na open watimi enya mamenchia bio na menda team na se led by Philip Osebo Sudodo friend Obi and then Dominic Kisiyeboa, Dr. Jackson, Lawyer Chum, Anafi one account na Kwabena ana ene DJ yeyo enso abetwam ana ye ofa ye bra Lalas and also so do Dominic Lalas udi ifa kono tontonio men udu tiptoe Lalas ope phone bia unze microphone bia say Samsung say Apple nya kwanchen de ni bi big shop Lalas and Friends shop obenye bi e de ama ene wabeka yansa enso aha ono so ni ebedi brunya nti eda na se ono na share chiri bokwa ana ohwehwe phones mai will be a big phone shop na ewo tiptoeling Lalas and Friends nti LF krana obeko na chese ebia na make say Lalas you person friend no ana fe so credit basis but eno no ohwe onipa ban nti ohwe obi ti say Jackson na o say there be we dey 60% and son na metimi di ama ohwe obi ti so man ne a me na meta twe na so more me no tade ba me or so we to 10%. It also when it one the Samsung and the other phones open sase at open dan higher Lalas fresh number way 055 710 0520 na oneninye business. Well, mamina nyimeko we say sounds of our time we could see sense so ya de Broly Africa Father Ramana San Komo Itimide Ebro Anafe Access Bank Agbeve Fonso Siaso Kwansonko so Nafe Edume Hia Semun Komono Soa MoneyGram Enso Abasiaso Kwansonko so Obapa Products Enso Kutemu Den EcoBank Ghana Anafe Rockstars Roofing Sheet System so wana so ya se bra me hia sem segment no edrum ye wo ye one-on-one interviews ye no Ekosiisen dwumadie no so eno so make out safari tissue and also one of the Consolidated Bank Ghana Ace Commission and have a Nisi Farmer
one you know so discussion segment, Nova Plaster, My Life Insurance, and a Franco Trading Enterprise. Enyumeko Adarama, Monday to Friday. Yadi Jumedia to this Ekosiisen On Asempa 94.7 Yadi Ebro. Etienne wana at the tail end of the program. Anyone be doing common yenuanum central for one also Ebuama Ghana Kanko, Ghana Central Jumano, Ghana Manyosem, Ghana Kabmamin Kebi, Ghana said the ebe conkain ebe fan into my paper Efrano, Sa ni pekuno and any omo ebe triching common vad. Afimuni nyina no ye be bon company ahwede ye ko ye de anko ye de kebetimi ani ye ene ye ko yenim onyame de chair 2023 no de sese ye na Ghana etimi tumirika in terms of development and infrastructure. Mamenka say Larry Dogbe ebeba be kansa e wan say Larry Dogbe Network Herald de obokrata no ono na SM4 ba be kansa e wa hanu say na masa kai on so say one of our controversial but you love him so much personalities in the media fraternity, Elvis Darko, the finder, the obokrata, the Fats and Figures man, or no Subabe Cancer, or Elvis Darko, Babe Cancer. Now, fame, Gordon Asari Bediakon, so, or no so, Dominic Gordon TV near then, ABC TV, and ABC newspaper, chief executive, and also ebe babe kan ho na bibia timi akọ kama and I think and the wonderful people be celebrating on birthdays and where your mom nyina happy birthday Jackson Dominic any names beba ba wo celebrate your birthday bia no and then a special day for you. And to the one legend in the industry, Yera Kwame Dinkra or POFM e Kumasi. And then he's been celebrated extremely well in Asante region. Intino Pure FM4 Asante media Jumayfo in Ghana man Mummy Intine Yempene Waya de Yera Kwame Dinkra ene Eyewa Woda inti Kwame Dinkra the legend. People call it the super legend. Idea and happy birthday Sunko and yedi Emma. Any obia Odina Woda and Nebiano. Ono said I saw Kwanson Kosokra say Unyame Chana ene na onosu Edina Woda. Ma menka say list na shall say ba. Who do birthday at this point? There's your excitement, you know. Oh wow, Ajwa Safo. Edina Woda and Ajwa happy birthday. Member of Parliament. Dom Ajo happy birthday baby obiano my birthday sonko say obetimi edi na wasepe ho na afi watimi nya ho de sonko 2023 na watimi dia bedi ujuma wo kwan sonko sokra. Well, let's get to town. A lot of programs, a lot of activities. Let's throw in this caution before we talk about the programs. Yebesre ye kwan so this particular month Bribia Dameka, we have to be extremely diligent and careful bringing out from January to December. The entire na yani break Kesipaka December wasam say ye kosre busua ye jebra ko home ye ko namfo ho ye ko yerenamne ekununum ho ye ko sukufo nhyiamu asori nhyiamu and all those things in here say ye tu kwan fa ensuo so akwan so anawiem ni nyina no nyame boy ho ban ba bia ya na I am share kese wo pa no e o ya kwan so. I'm sure counting down from the 1st of December, ebepem a year and the 28th of December, one kasa se unhu bia ana on tibia waken kai bi, and it's so sad. Very, 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 very sad. Say during this month, during this time, driver fuado dona and passenger fuado dona, meaning out of say NGO, out of Sikao, out of whatever reason. I don't want to do the usual thing I believe during the month of Christmas, no. Idea is the same question, but you know, wadwene and wadwene money CC, but that's not true. Yeah, cause Nkwanshabi and also SC or Kentampo, Obi Okrani Jeep, Ediako Nube, Bimbasama, Edipa Mino, you know, there are no more. And that's the pain. That's the pain. Tiabesre. We have a lot of events in and around the country, especially in Accra. Yebesre Adjava 4 is not the time to show off that you can drink and drive. That is not the time to show off. This is not the time to show off say you can drink and drive. because when you beba also no drinking and driving no na afi wo share brasses na akọ fan sem bebre aba mesre titru yenuanom so omufra amanone aba no. And again, not to slide them, the Ministry of Health should be on red alert. Nyase ebe jeje musa wi na afi ebe wiechi no lalas ebe wiechi lalas uti asma meken obia ofiri akwantuom a oba ne Ghana fo ade hye wo ha nyina no yemi ani na ho na COVID no on share down course you know yemi ani na ho the Ministry of Health for more increasing more education no mu share baby ani padodo no won so let's reintroduce this nose masks no mesre because ebe wi akiri no na January February no na akoyen sem bebre we bufa so na we fe na we ti na chi na we ti na kon ebe wi akiri say COVID is on the rise ti ebesre mo ye nuanu so amufiri amano na aba no mu bino mo omo ya so brachire omo ba se ombedi nhihye so edi mra so o minim no I don't know, they take a lot of things for granted in this country, but when they get back to obi man so they follow due process. It welcome to our Chrome Ghana. Don't try to paint a picture that Ghana is a lawless country. No. If you want them to believe that we abide by the rules and regulations, you need to do what you are doing from where you came from here in Ghana. One also enya various points of entry, your barriers, your ports, any their kakahuna, and also won't display that patriotic Ghanaian spirit. Won't display. And I said, Dominic, Corruption Watch, na miti or Dome FM, na DVLA, ABC Nenano, driving schools 40 binomo, and a DVLA, Jumai 40 binomo, still, Moya Kanana. I don't know. But yeah. And we are the same people saying this country is not getting any better. But you contribute to that negativity, no? Tiebesre, Obia wore a privileged position in this country. I'm not talking about your MPs and our ministers. Obi are representing Ghana interest, Biano, wherever you find yourself, be it an immigration officer, a customs officer, Ghana police, the military, national security, NIB, and all those people. Mesremu wa Brasim. Monshe na montutu nyoma yi na Ghana enimumra enyam. We cannot do the same old things as usual and always think that there's going to be something newer. It's not true. We need to change. The more we are changing and adapting to what the world order is, positive, no? And even a lot of things. Dominic, I was one day in charge of a police administration. Police for being able to see a koto omakoto insasi ododua 7 years, 8 years. Police administration is not telling them anything. In the country, you're damper, a doctor. Say, on investigate if it's the truth. I know more uniform, maybe. It's Dominic, own our police headquarters. Bomodiana Yohonu, Nera Kofi Boachi, Yera Dampare, Isa COPC, are revered policemen, Yoma Sutri, this is what is happening. So if that is the case, Omonshana, Omuntimi, Enkanwase. Nano da Obasha, Minya Kuma Obi, Nkomobi Obedi wa one Yero Kujeto Blakwa, Nkomobi break also. Amongst them was Enyoman Bina, Ye Kasase, a Dom Kumana, one Mashibijum, one say Anamombia, Dom Cassiano Etuye Biano, one Antiase, one Shiegufom, Oshe, a year 2023, summary budget approval, Oshe, the Omudika's of my Bogufom, no. Almost 1.3 billion Ghana cedi. Accra International Conference Center demolition and redevelopment plans, and almost Mapiatu in Chain, Edom Kumano. Projections to establish new diplomatic missions in Jamaica, Mexico, and Trinidad and Tobago, and also Dom Kumano Sidebi, Omo Abogu Baby Kra. 80 million sleazy allocation to President Akufo-Addo's Cathedral, and also Omo a yes in Chankra. And your mama yes in Chan de baby in Tiabadnya, Dom Cassiano, na Yahweh almost 70 B. The entire way in our by enough, yet Timino and Como Afan. But okay, and there you are Sylvester Mensa on the birthday. But chum, no crepa, say these four gentlemen, Shatta Wale, you can say chuma ko kreku benya na mamne nkasa sa akode ana na say do Mozama disco Christo in event say black sheriff ana the super R. Kelly in Ghana the friends say sa akode, right? Yeah. And I think these 4 personalities, no, plus many others, maybe are maiming to capture more. Mami, oh yeah, greetings from abroad. The back girl, they saying, a fear, you know. I think, sir, as I said, a macro ministry, you know, any presidents, you know, it take very good care of them because the way I might see a Peja Ghana. Yeah, typical example is Shatter, you know. They should almost see Peja Ghana Francano. Juba Asempa Ekosiisen page and Mr. It's so wonderful. In terms of so mine and Kasano, a conscious effort to start promoting and projecting them beyond the shores of Africa. You know, I've called out 4 or 5 names. Maybe there are more. Players betimi aka Mark 2 mu betimi aka and the Dusty betimi bi aka ho you can say Kwesi Aboagye betimi bi aka and all those active entertainment players, you know, mu betimi. But me, I think that the Shatta Wale, you might have your differences with him, but the chosen profession as it stands now, the baby the Ghana economy, I think we all have to give him a big applause. Shatta Wale stands tall. Shatta Wale is undefeated and you still can't defeat. Shatta Wale exceptionally a great person. Obwa Ghana na your flag na betimi akon kan yi pa. And so you can't leave out Stone Boy. You can't. It's impossible. You can't. Neither can you leave out Sarkodie or leave out Mozama disco guy Mabundi Black Sheriff. You know, and then a greetings for abroad, Mamini Bay. You know, so these are the people I must say. Government should also consciously and deliberately push them to that height. That height now, world stage. Ghana ni Sarkodie, Ghana ni the biggest of all, Shatta Wale. Ghana ni biggest of all, Stone Boy. Ghana ni Efia, you know, omujina those stage. So, in fact, suggestions where possible and the president is traveling now, Ubenya space, but could be any of these artists. Let's start trusting and believing in our own. Because so we'll be the frame on the crowd background. I had mom echo shaman pain in a bed, you know. You know about artists, we need some book appointment crowd to get the attention of the president or his vice, and any revered person in the political field. It takes too much time. Messi, we need to 2023. We need to be proud of our own. It's not easy. Ebia now nim infasudia the arts industry timidi bro mine, the creative industry timidi bro mine. Ebia now nim roller Marco Kreku any Kwesi Aboagye ne Mark 2 and the Dusty Moon KOD ne KK Dimoni sankofono roller omu play. Ebia now nim Dominic Gaya Otro entertainment showbiz and the OTV3 friends saying. Ebia now nim Francis Doku. Ebia now nim the contributions towards Ghana. Ye pushy ako esro baby nyoma wa traffa Ghana wa edi Ghana ko pie baby bebra Ghana ntimitia sikazem eti mesre pa se moma yentimi yankasa de weke hu anka amanonefo na nkomo feel up to this point, you know. So clearly you can't leave Shatta Wale out when you are writing the history of the revolution in Ghana's entertainment industry. It's not possible. Iti momian to sa ya die kakrebi ni ebufoni ni omebia, because those that we even compare our artists, you know, some of them more personal lifestyle now. I'll say our artists, they should be well celebrated. Timesre say it is high time Ira Mark Okreku one boss. Dominic the boss and your friend is saying Dominic Mark boss and your friend say Papa na wa excel or graphic na. I like the Awal Mohammed, right? It's high time almost one carbon nominate my call. And then the Ghana tourist Kwesi Agyeman, you know, also fantastic CEO. Fantastic CEO Kwesi Agyeman Kwesi Agyeman Dominic Kwesi Agyeman, yeah, fantastic CEO. The Ghana Tourist Authority Kwesi Agyeman, another useful player in the industry. Mesemo momianti the creative industry nase and in fasodia etimide bre o mind bia. That's why I still push that we should be proud of our own. we should project our artists, our actors, our poets, and what have you. Anna Dominic, guy, be no also or can't poem was said, no, or yeah, assassin, Nana Assassin, eh? Nana Assassin was saying, yeah, all these people, we should give them prominence. Now, M1 2023, we should not look down on our own self, no, and our people. To make this sound come away, but I catch us a dom kumano at the American and send me better to Monteso. Na yepese ti yebe kwa umano so hey kwa uni amebe interview to Christmas enye easy na kwa uni this year kwa ufo de bia da summit na many obi eka era nimnyafo Brian a champion official pa
asenko betu ye uni amichia on your year tuma I was studio so na amamu na official pa
I see na constituency eboko
Nyamiadum ebitifi boni bi eni ha bronya no aha no ewia ebo dindindin enumesu na awo dindindin tie manage those two extreme weathers onyankopon de ahodin achedodo na ono ani edana
nano so ma mensan congratulate na Ekosiisen team no wono eka se nkofobia won se fata se Ghana recognize yomo na esan said they want to see adan omusu ene omo ban di e wo mrahye bedwam no said they afanu ni nyina si hu omo fa no nipa miensa na Ekosiisen team no won team de say ni monyam na abasobode ne ma omo na nauka nipa miensa no nti me emphasize akwanya wesu ensa mo abaso na mensre nyame ahodin ene na nimonyam entoso
bega swede mintie.
Oh, I see.
So
Ekosiisen Meritorious Awards 2022. We have Alhaji Collins Dauda, MP Asutifi South. Wow, Utieshe Bianoba Asempa page abemu. Brian Echampon, MP Abetifi. Anna Era KT Hammond, MP Adansi Asukwa. Inti Mona that Meritorious Award no. Mo setimi ekaye na inchirimu na eba na say eyade a esefata pepepe. Okay, Mame Sankayo say if you've just joined us, MP from Price Nafi, chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Parliament. Ono ana abetifi sorry, I don't know twitwi eye enkomo wa han sin. Era Brian Mame enhase enei dom kumano de make us a patriotic language binam. That's how it's coming across. Oshaya say a summary of our 2023 budget approval successes. 1.3 billion Accra International Conference Center demolition and redevelopment plans scuttled. Projections to establish new diplomatic missions in Jamaica, Mexico, and Trinidad Tobago shut down. 80 million Ghana cedis sleazy allocation to President Akufo-Addo's cathedral defeated and expunged from the Appropriation Act. 1.4 billion mind-boggling request for the infamous contingency vote cut drastically to 533 million Ghana cedi. Anti-poor proposal to remove the e-levy threshold defeated. And it goes on and on and on. Didi Kain, way aba to monotis.
There's patriotism and there's propaganda. I don't see where the patriotism is. We as members of parliament have been sent by our people to be a check on the executive. And if we are doing our jobs, it's just that. We are doing our job. But if you succeed in redirecting government in a certain way, how did that become patriotism? As though those who are working in government or working for government are day in, day out working against the interests of the country. That statement becomes unfortunate. So where is the patriotism in this? You are a member of parliament. A budget has been brought before you. You have minority, the entire committee in some cases succeed in redirecting the attention of government or refocusing government. How is that patriotism? And how is that the government working against the interests of Ghanaians? I think that we have to restructure the language so that it is not seen as though the executive is working against the interests of the people of Ghana. Then secondly, some of the information being put out is entirely inaccurate. One, and in respect of the committee that I am chairman of, Accra International Conference Center, it has not been shut down. I am the chairman of the committee. Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa is my ranking member. There was no time I call committee near to Aba. Accra International Center no Yenjento. And last year it was the same position. 2021 it was the same position. The attorney says Ministry of Foreign Affairs for every year they are normally swadi hunu ehye budget ni omo so yenye sika ye bepese ye beye yenye sika ye beye that bia one the share budget. I've been a chairman since 2021. Okujeto has been my ranking. 2021 many Okujeto approve a friend say Accra International Conference Center edima Foreign Affairs say only yenye sika 1 year. Last year, share budget estimates Accra International Conference Center, na a Ministry of Foreign Affairs for projection. This year, 2023, forecast na eka. What it is on that Accra International Conference Center is there. A buying and a loan. A private investor being a person by a 10 key project. And that is how come the budget captured it. The Abino Enya investor be or the $114 million or so euros. Ebabeshe Accra International Conference Center. So omo boya manie yempeneso. So we need to meet na say negotiations, say loan, say debt, say equity, say thank you. That they come back to Parliament and tell us in which format the deal is going to go. And then we are see baby Ghana ekwa onyabosia. And they say you call me onyabosia no be eba say obeye Accra International Conference Center na maya. Na enya say na Ministry of Foreign Affairs eba Parliament abeboya manie. Na mo omo boya manie dida. So they put it in their forecast. And it has been 2020, 21, 22, and it was in 2023. So at what point did Okujeto or the minority on my committee shoot it down? It's not possible. It's total fabrication and a stretch of the limit of truth. There's nothing like that. It has not been shut down. And it cannot be shut down. The committee approved it. If you go and check the committee's report, which is now a public document, what the committee said, what the report said, when the issue came up, some members of the committee did not agree. And that is captured in the report. But the fact that some members did not agree does not mean that the proposal has been shut down. So where from this propaganda? And where from this that all of a sudden those who succeeded in not agreeing to it are patriotic and everybody else is not? I don't think that is fair in the way we are.
Maybe you are coming from a different angle because we have summation together with a high dose of patriotism and unquestionable integrity, we shall construct the Ghana that we want. So clearly, they are saying that apart from the VAT that they lost narrowly, 136, 135, they've been able to shoot down almost all what you said. And you've raised this point, patriotism and propaganda. Edienya, ewo, even yeda abrabum, anasako ura, yamanyo sem no krade, and tumana fefrano, huye pa. Are you worried by the fact they say, oh no, Oteki, maybe a political capital out of it, say, 1.3 billion
anka eye budget ni susu senke de kohwe na Accra International Conference Center ya demolition of ya say redevelop honum omatu ogu baby no all kind sa ehawa na because one be sa ka say abiding yet sensitive to the times that we find ourselves in. How on earth ana we cry find this space or isi kasemonto to ye any anima yeko. So maybe political point, not necessarily propaganda.
I totally disagree with that level of thinking in our national development. I totally disagree. Listen, I'll give you an example. United Kingdom just spent £10 billion on Ukraine. Europe and the West have spent $100 billion, euros on Ukraine. Meanwhile, if you look at the United Kingdom, that has invested £10 billion in Ukraine, 50% of the population live hand to mouth, and this is a fact. In the United Kingdom, 50% plus of their population, they live hand to mouth. That is the United Kingdom. This is a country that have taken 10 billion euros and invested in Ukraine. Go to America, go to California, and see how many homeless people you see in Los Angeles. See, nation building is different. It's a different ball game and perspective from how lazy people, lazy minds will just say that we are not going to do cathedral, we are not going to do anything, Accra International Conference Center, and all that. It doesn't work like that.
Okay, hold on, honorable, hold on. Lazy minds, no. Argument maybe might not be lazy. The argument continues to be very simple and straightforward. Government should look at the times that we find ourselves in. Also, conversation here, you sukra, you jai him. So this two.
But you see, don't take it to the extreme.
No, not to the extreme. No, not to the extreme. Yeah.
Is not government. You see, if you had 10 cities, and within the 10 cities you had to prioritize and go and put the money in X or Y, then you have the opportunity to make that decision. This is a case where somebody is telling you, I'm going to give you 10 cities only if you paint Joy FM building, or else I don't give you the money. What do you tell the person? Because I'm in hard times, I don't care, don't paint the building, take the money away. I don't get it. You need water. You need electricity. Somebody comes and says that I will give you money only for electricity. And then people get up and say that, hey, guy, but you need to add the light here then. Or demand for light.
So
what do you do?
So we should stop thinking that way. Narrow now.
No, but I'm saying you can do all the politics, but at some point in time, you also have to pause and reflect that we're talking about nation building. There are some things that may not sound right, may not look ethical, may not even make sense. But things are not in a straight line when you come to governance. So to say that you have shot Accra International Conference Center down, you have shot Cathedral down, you do the math and it's 1 billion, and therefore that is patriotism and everybody else is a nation wrecker. And it's a bit unfortunate. You may be justified in some ways. Look, we all had our reservations on the National Cathedral expenditure. I did. And in my caucus, in my committee, we made it known that we don't understand why so much money has been sunk into a project where we are yet to see the lentil of it. We made a case in our caucus. We made the case strongly in our caucus. And then they said, so what? All the money that we have sunk into the project, should it stall? Going forward, there's going to be a way that we're going to make it transparent, open. Everybody is going to see what is going to happen to the project. And therefore, let's dedicate 80 million to that cause and let the project move on. It comes to the House. The House Parliament, which I am a part of, disagreed with it. And therefore, it's shut down. End of story. We didn't put it to an individual ballot. They would have seen people in MPP who were not in support of it. So this whole conversation, patriotism, propaganda, and nation recognition, I think it has to be situated properly. But in the context of me, I'm saying that Accra International Conference Center has not been shut down. It was never in the committee that I chaired put to a vote and it was shut down. That did not happen.
So specifically, SNC area 2023 ma yempese ahombrasim yebeso so etro die ni ntwato so ne nsema ensem fata yebeso so no. Specifically, what was agreed at that meeting, Nasi?
It was agreed that it remains a forecast of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. If they succeed in getting the financing from the group that is making the proposal, they should bring it to Parliament, bring it to the Finance Committee. They will look at the financing, and if Parliament agrees, the project can go on. If Parliament is not satisfied with the financing or whatever proposal the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will bring, it will be shut down. Until then, it remains a forecast of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs without more.
But Obajia Tumse, maybe until this point, the reality on the ground, lots of Ghanaians, inclusive maybe your constituents, they've not been brought up to speed in terms of some explanation. We no be beto anwakop abuoko park ne so a wetimi aka se debi enye ne sibreni enye ne ginabiani enye nchiremuni enye se ne assembly here onye ne se eno so ama a certain gap abedawo ama we are fed all the time with whatever kind of information and facts.
Well, in a way, I agree with you. We have some gaps that we are trying to deal with. You can understand that there's a gap between parliamentary communication, party communication, and to an extent, government communication. Me, I am the spokesperson for the party on when it comes to issues of foreign affairs. I have not spoken much. I take full responsibility for that, and I intend to rehabilitate myself in 2023 so that such liars or this quoted patriotism and propaganda will not make its way first, or even in the unlikely event that it does, that we're able to come out very quickly to defend it. I take responsibility for where I fall short, and I'm hoping to rehabilitate 2023.
Well, you remember maybe 2023 prospects, Parliament said Ghana for the donor person muhunu, but let's be with the 2022 Parliament as it stands now. Now a lot of interesting things eba up, now how it goes. Still on this matter, I see a bigger worry on your part, thinking that maybe you do a tool, a propaganda tool, and a deception. Jumano, M1 or mine can't call in Punto Nyajma. How do we try to eliminate gradually these traits from your body politics and now you limiting in a way so
well, you have a very short time of 4 years to be in government and to be in parliament, and
there's a 4 years well,
that should be a better
4 years
but okay. So because you have that 4 years to be in parliament, you need to be able to govern and push your development agenda within 2-3 years. And then you come back to elections 1.5, 2 years. What the NDC has taught us is from day one, when we were expecting that they work with us in nation building, from 2021, they started the 2024 elections. And to be honest, first of all, it appeared as though they want to help us, and then when you meet with them, you have national development conversation, they take it to another level. And then they go out and do all kinds of propaganda, all kinds of things. Look, we've done enough of governance in the last 6 years. We have an election to win in 2024, which I believe that the MPP must win that election. Whatever it takes. Between the clock time T 2023 and when the results are declared in 2024, we, the MPP, or whatever corrections in terms of development, in terms of development communication, in terms of political messaging. NDC can call it propaganda, I will call it political messaging. Whatever we have to do to legitimately tell the people of Ghana what we have done with the mandate that they have given us, for them to believe it with evidence and ensure that we win the 2024 election so that we can continue with our development agenda. There will be no gaps left for anybody to feed the public with propaganda.
Okay.
That's why you can take it.
So, my English coming back to our previous conversation because baby, I don't know. Maybe I want to monte. Ya man yourself said the yensu sitting you maybe as an emphal. Sir, ye sukra ye jai him method no. A rippling effect, it depends on how you see it or manage it. Because me chroma hafwa. Na ibusa me question say na then na enyoma mo ABC basa kakra. Na ban say sika kakra wanya no. Okobubu conference center no de si. Na ban say cathedral or sako or stressing sanfa or minus constancy. Na ban si we nti aban ohun se teacher for credit atua ohun se hanum se na katua mai ohun se hanu kwan we achia. That's what we are thinking of. How do you also change the mindset or the psyche of mimi kroma hafuni no no na dwene nyina se eni ho kwan kra se breti se kra no ye dwene mpo da kra se conference center e bebubu asi cathedral be fasi kafiani bi asa akoso ase e de aye. How do we do that?
But the metre webusiafo na wa hafuni se nchiremu no enye se aban e fa omani sika abra emuaye din akwakusi akububu conference center ni si ho meetings I bet me aye ye di sika 100 million shemwa infie num beduru no esa ne nkofo ababe high than their yom conference no ye beti yeka into be and also the sika ba be shem na we use for infie enum anedu owia emfaso aye nya ye no de e amayen wa sign the japade no so ejayen aya hodin wom into man no benya fon faso enye so man no ebebo ho ka me gidi say so de netina fufuo ho na wo chirechire ni muskei na wo tom mot ka ho manwa obeti ase enya gidi wo mu akoto aba ma sa ban na odi fa anhihye pa no eyeden ebaye no ama na to conference center no so the o corner o ka kire ne say national cathedral no ye disika say na ahyemu ama bedu pempenso obi sene tie biara no tokro na yetu no yentimi mane na ho media atwam no kana ye di hye mu no ya nhede hu papa ya anti ase papa afede omani na ajatum say esane say enyankopon fie no ewo say yesi ni ntino ye de kakra afebia den ebe so asene ne apia kum na mum ekoidie ina ebehwem. We are talking about 80 million Ghana cedis, which is equivalent to about what? Close to $8 million in the scheme of 80 million in a 190 billion cedi budget. 190 billion cedi national budget.
And yet, said what to it is the what to a boa boss nataso. But mo 6 years one kasa your assessment what me manage Ghana to the extent that Ghana for the donor airpana
so ba mi krumu dia ba mi krumu kwawu ebitifia me in terms of targets I'm effective me ho te metimi aye makwan nyina e wo ko mamu me riti me ho a me ma me ho 80%. If you say a quite good one make this thing me so say be yen say yen wi ani ye kuso a quite back me pe e na edi me nya contractor no ekoba ni sikasem enye nti no me ma me ho 80%. O ma me apomudin semu a oba kwa Easter apart from kwa be TT hospital abeye ade kesia edame so a me ko say be yen no apart from that we cheap compound health facilities are remember 90%. Oh, about institute somewhere. Water extensions are here. Remember almost 85% to 80%. Into me na, but me ka aban sika or dia share Kwawu East mu in terms of road infrastructure. Na me the Afram bridge ye propose to it is close to about 500 million euros. Make me bunkunta in na amount 500 million euros. And na do dan ko Akufo-Addo aban no. E dia share Kwawu East and a greater part of say Kwawu West, Kwawu South, Afam Place North and South. Ukika bomwa. Ukika South Kwawu constituency bomwa. Projects are yenya esina na do dan ko Akufo-Addo in terms of our health infrastructure, education infrastructure, water extension services, electricity in the district now. Government-led but the man and other than more than 80%. Now, if you have more mono, and none of me says so when you become one, the Akamuno, when you have a Yamayan. Now, if you extend that to, if anything, the national development character, and then it also goes beyond infrastructure. It has to do with the general health of the economy, the general health of well-being of the people, happiness index, yada yada yada. In terms of previous government, it will be very, very unfair to put the Akufo-Addo government on the scale with the previous government in terms of infrastructure, in terms of building industry, and in terms of building our people. When you are comparing, looking at population at the time, looking at resources at the time, it will be very, very unfair to the President Akufo-Addo and his team if you compare them to any other regime.
That comparison needs to be made because it comes with all the troubles and it comes with all the challenges.
If you hold the tools from the it will be most unfair to compare him to any other government. But that said, the expectations when Akufo-Addo, the expectations of the people in terms of global development, in terms of and it is a country that not too long ago moved much is Obama, and let's have taxes like expire. So people are advancing and people have much higher expectations. It is those expectations that we need to calibrate as a government, as a party, to meet the hopes and aspirations of the people. And that is what I'm believing that in the next 2 years we will be able to do to retain our mandate. We have not done it all, but we are also Ghanaians. Yaya Kwana ye Fasubi, Yaya school na ye Makobi, Yaya hospital na ye Busia Fokobi. So it's our interest to do those things. A bino economy new year, so we don't. But I don't believe that people in government wake up on a day-to-day basis to work against the people of Ghana. I mean, it will amaze me that Okujeta Blackwa nini NBC propaganda in one of them in Ghana.
Why was that issue of a conference center na ebuesino? Adena ayetintintinti wakakara na ayetintinti. What are the reasons one day ba?
If it's a Asempa just wanted to do propaganda. And in all fairness to him, I think he has succeeded in doing that.
Propaganda meaning what?
Because it's not true that the committee that I chaired, that he is ranking, shut it down. That one is not true. He stretched the limit of political truth. And that is beyond me saying that it was outright lies. Out of respect for him, I would say he was doing propaganda. And he won.
But if that is the case, yeah, it's not healthy for our body politics, but only because that's what the production team is doing now to check what really transpired. I'll read it out very soon as you have your conversation. There's a creeping culture era parliament. I don't know whether you agree with that, dear. Say indiscipline, yeah, taking a major chunk of members of parliament, Mumubinomo. Give me
an example of that indiscipline.
Now I'm saying that eyesu ne moban ene mo ne ye yɛde ahwe moa betu saa mpɛmpɛnso yi from the time I to abawie ye and no be a so members of parliament and so one utterances be on making in parliament, outside parliament.
You are talking about, you are generalizing in discipline, and I am not aware of that. So I want you to apprise me with what you mean by indiscipline. Even timer, Modo Comrash Bibium. The speaker on not less than 1 or 2 occasions Akasadi and Hossam. Say, in terms of attendance.
Exactly.
But the speaker is also aware, say, towards the end of the parliamentary season, they loaded committees with a lot of committee sittings. Almost about 50% of the committees were working outside of parliament. A committee is in Takrade, a committee is in Tamale, a committee is here, a committee is here. Foreign Affairs Committee, we also had a workshop at some point in time. So if on Tuesday you have asked a parliamentary committee to go and sit, or public accounts committee to go and sit in Tamale, how do you expect them to be in the chamber 9 o'clock in the morning or 2 p.m. every day? But that doesn't also amount to indiscipline.
The consistency of it. No, blatantly refusing to be part of the process.
I'm saying that, you see, when you brand members of parliament as disciplined citizens, as some of us are, or I believe a good majority or all of us are, as indisciplined, it's very, very painful. Without going to the crux of the matter. When the speaker was apprised, said the speaker, 40% of the people are not here because 20 of them in the Agri Committee are in a sanctuary. The Defense and Interior Committee, there are 25 members. They are in Wa, and from Wa they went to Kumasi. Constitution and Legal, 25 members. They are here. So when you send committees out, it reduces the numbers. And so if you come to the plenary and people are in their various committees doing their work outside of Accra, and then you hear that my son comes from school and says that, Daddy, they say members of parliament are indisciplined. But it's very, very painful.
Well, Honorable Brian Champo, you better about that issue about that creeping culture. But party just recently, any person got 98 MPs and MPP MPs. And I'm 98, they stood up for Ken Oforiatta must go. And no, almost 1 person much. I mean, Nazinam Niamiko France.
Oh,
Brajabo. Fachabio.
I think there was an issue. Well, it was major in the caucus, but let's applaud the leadership of Osei Mensah in arresting the matter very, very quickly and getting the caucus to own the agitations of some members. I think he's been able to steer the situation to a point where he has to be applauded. The president has had conversations with leadership, and we are where we are. I think so far there's peace. Everybody is doing his work. The caucus, I'm hoping, will come back to work united, and this seeming mountain that was before us will be a pebble behind us in 2023.
I see. Probably a step out parliament. You go 2 areas quickly now. Bring you Honafi. Yeah, now I say for your time anyway. In our quest to zero in on Nipa illegally or more air mining in this country, from president or then even the presidency tools be pim an area you can say. Ujidi sesa and Tokwano, for lack of a better word, kwetia illegal mining. No, we are inching closer to success now.
Every day that an effort is being made, we are inching closer to success. But is it as fast as we want it? I don't think so. But the fact that an effort is being made in itself should answer your question. Na anka buoyance anwa nature. But even in California during the gold rush, if you go and read the history of the gold rush, it took close to 50 years. 50 years before they got it under control and abolished it entirely. So I don't believe ours will take 50 years. But with the level of education, telecommunication, infrastructure, and the discipline of the government that is prosecuting the agenda, I believe that we are making progress. We should have made a much bigger progress when we started. There were some gaps, but people are awake now, and we're fighting it.
Brian,
am I satisfied with it?
I'm not okay, but Emmanuel, not to say Brian, you are a big brain. I admire your submissions. Omanhene thinks he could bully you. Thanks for your smartness. Very intelligent man. So, Emmanuel Notte, Billionaire will say, you want to believe what the Kujota blocker will say, but not what Brian is saying. And Billionaire. That's, but Brian, 3 weaknesses of this administration, the MPP administration.
Communication. Being able to articulate the massive infrastructure development in the various constituencies. We have not been able to articulate that. I don't think that we have been able to meet the aspirations of Ghanaians. I'm talking about their aspirations. I'm not talking about what the economic reality is supposed to be. I think that there are gaps insofar as we have gone back to the IMF and we're doing debt restructuring and all the economic co-meanings. I think, it's something that I would have wished that we would have handled better. But I am hopeful with the plans that I have seen that we are going to definitely come out of that by the first half of 2023. And that's the second one. The third one, if you are looking at the posture of the especially the two arms of government in responding to the call of Ghanaians, especially on the political aspect. So what I mean by that is if Ghanaians communicate in a certain way, I think that we have to meet those demands, and that gap is there.
Asempa FM.
I see. Meda wasiamu wakoba meni so you're a big fan of the entertainment industry. Usually say Briaso say you pay more attention to that industry no matter broswana because I feel that we've also not been helping. Okay.
Senior, you are overnight making me a jack of all trades.
That's how we are a big fan. We are a big fan. We are a big fan of the entertainment world.
I am limited in so many ways. Entertainment in
God in. Oh, the Brian Ekaje.
Oh, that be so. When I just say we're communicator.
Or a rock.
Why a rock?
That rock, or a rock.
Why a rock of Gibraltar? No, but before I see that, my messages are mean. Commendation is huge.
Yeah.
And I never make a bunting. We say we deep thinker.
Yeah.
And I said we see Kasano or Tonobo and Wakasaka Makama well calculated. No articulated and baby, our person or channel corner, one person of the corner man, Obejina. A trade they be a politicians, they take politicians.
Say let me see that creeping culture in area parliament right and this was it ebini dey way.
Also what the pemo. What the pemo if I do say e bi quantum na dey bobo do ma wo te ya no asom oka ade a woni mu nim dey obusa na no waka. Obawi na fe otifia no wo so was just ara
Okay, so honorable Brechapo.
Christmas hamper never. Hamper.
Be was it state institutions?
We
are individuals. Who just state institutions?
You do end up now. One of our controversial journalists in Ghana, Elvis Dako, the Finder newspaper editor, also just a question for you now. For you,
very well.
Honorable.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Pacho, na say ya security was also there. Why you more security or baby Ghana has why you more national security. Na a bosh ben kwa na mbe Ghana for say. Those say the issue Burkina Faso no my train wish no. You bet me anya kukudu aka say Ghana there. Ya hu son e bi ma.
I think say I will want to rephrase your question. Because meaning to me I'm Boshe by merely being a member of the Defense and Interior Committee. That must authoritatively come from institutions of state and our government. And mean to me Boshe. But the little information that I have, I sleep at night. I sleep at night because I know that the institutions of state, the meager resources that we have as a country, and what we have been able to put behind them, and the little that I'm privy to that they're doing, I think they're doing a human. And that, with my knowledge in security, intelligence, makes me be able to sleep at night.
Okay, so I'll leave you with Shatawale Stoneboy, Sarkodie, and latest kid on the block. No, Mr. Freno, Jackson, Mr. Friend say, Mozambique Disco Chris Goriano, Black Sheriff. I'll leave you with these people. Nam de fear, greetings from abroad, ma'am, and the banner Medina Kahwamao, into the rock of Gibraltar. Yet be here, 2023, or rock ranger bigger than this rock. Why?
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah,
so Brian Champo and Nachi in Komono, Mamenka Enka say Elvis Dakwa be do so na a Gordon as Rabedia Conso. I be there and say Larry Dugbe and so a Babaka. A quick one, Godwin. On the conversation we've had, maybe Bibi Kakrep. So now uti dia.
Oh, na miti. Say me ba na miti na baby a me kakra wone ubusano on the issue of Accra Conference Center, Accra International Conference Center, AICC. Onobuku to Blackwa e trust me who listen me say dan go through there. But baby am adwen ba so ne say me nua PK sapon. E so tro bibi counter e was ade no say enye no kre say parliamentarians no shoot down the decision to source funding and then reconstruct AICC. Enya no kre. Enti enezo so a chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, ura Brian Champon, so ababesi so no. Na at least much to be desired say then na ablakwa ya no know what any say na wo hu ne he wan ka kire no, especially whereby ya was a ranking member there. That you should know better than say bia wo beka asema enye no kre. And then you you cap it with the easy as a monam we patriotic and na ebi enye patriotic yes adwa na eye bibi kakra enti me de nyame ase say odobo Brian Champo ababe clarify but question abusa dey say asebo so bebe na wotwe yabo fo kwa fo mo omode kwa fo mo na bi musu wa fo ho mo do mo ntifie o mo ti bus ho mo obakote tambero me kwa kasa clarify say ade na ma wo mo it be a bread to say institutions of state ya di asemo to so a ana obi di misinformation bi ba bonten a immediately wo be ba bonten no be clarify say asem we enye nokure to de bia oman we be ka say we can always be clarifying things. Yes, and now we have mandate say bibi tan ye adwuma but you know say mandate obi so tifie no ono say the mandate dey say wo say Tembia obetu mfutro gu nkofu ani sa no mandate to afa atoro ho so no say the metu mfutro gu nkofu ani it is a wo to say your institution na ye wadwuma ye etinye do beka bia na ibedi so a wanye careful a wo ye adwuma na kama de na so no obetu ani behwe wachi no ni wachi asai me wane na ye ntro entino wo so mutim hwe how to navigate around some of these things na yes Tembia but however at the end say we so would ye member of parliament Obi ni wobet makacha me say okuje to ablakwa we need credibility on some of these issues. Our credibility. Enti wo ye member of parliament na ye mistake ana deliberate. I think so okuje to us that a responsibility so makacha say ye na dey oversight. No ni sanity. And I say what was the twa some you because ade a wo ye ranking member pa dey you will rely on hearsay. And especially whereby ya what the Bible beje fans say yenye ude ni wo yebu mu na me patriotic dia wo say wo hu se bibia wo ko bia the sacrosanct pepepe but say Bible to abode say pepepe.
Okay, Elvis Akwaba Fishapa.
I think
it's always good to see you. Well, what he yeah now say also bit my car for.
Oh, I'm saying I God in car no. They be me say in Africa ne Ghana no. Aban was so eya omun say in kitanho different communication no. The important role play in society no. Eya na I say bibi man no. Yen taking it serious. And they be me example say ohwe baby say America omo a whole department friend the State Department. State Department no. Oba American Embassy wa ha omo a whole public affairs section e wa ha omane uye media house now can be for American Embassy won sisi a na wo hye wo fie kura na wo studio wo to kro bi mu a American Embassy be fa kwan bie so allocate wo be bia wo aba won chen abeka kiro so mo hu se wa kiro se na wo kan say na senchichire me bi wo ho a omotumi dia ma so oh aha dia bi anka enye sa na tie because omo yo man a omoti ase say de omo ye bia no information any kura adwuma bia ban bia ye but say bibi memu ni Ghana de information ade bia aban bia ni ho a why serious with information in the Asempa amanfo be kan sa asenye no krempo a on be kan sa aban no institution e ba be kan wansem Parliament can na a man for be confused so mo feel say a minority ni majority ntino na BBC wo ho a na MPB be kasa hardly so bon say Public Affairs Department of Parliament eba be refuse to another set record straight of ensembia MPB ba be kan but say you see there were three arms of government. Parliament though say both government MPs no opposition MPs no. Parliament is an arm of government. And say Parliament omama say a house of records. And this a Parliament bet me atena say ejuma. Na MP ba betro bi say oh ye say enye sa na etia. It's a house of records. It would have been important say Public Affairs Department of Parliament will quickly set the record straight say they be send an MP can they be na wantia say na be na been from so but say na semonity but I say a lot of things happen in Parliament all kinds of MPs ba be kikan omadwene but hardly will you hear say Public Affairs Department of Parliament they setting a record straight but say media and a public ne can be before Parliament one there but immediately now almost say Public Affairs Department of Parliament is trying to respond. But I think it is most important say members of the House now a decision has been taken and it's on record say na now obi a misrepresent here. It is incumbent on Parliament Public Affairs Department say they will quickly set the record straight. And to me really I have challenges with senior Public Affairs Department of Parliament handle issues. Say MPs need to throw all kinds of allegations out. Hardly, and some of say the Public Affairs they set that record straight.
Out of ehu, and I say omojuani shensane say.
Anya ejumane shene nye sa neti. Say the Americano. Parliament is an arm of government just like executive. This is senior. BBC or ministry. Na yesi aban jume ku nti say ombe chechire mu no. parliament is an arm of government. The fact say you're both opposition and government MPs doesn't make it outside government. A whole arm of government, and parliament is such an important aspect of government. In fact, democracy hinges on parliament. Democracy says you can't democracy a parliament so. And it should be a place the communication unit should be more even aggressive in terms of reaction to some of these things. Send I got the kind honorable Ablakwa every 1 week. Up to there's no statement from the Public Affairs of Parliament say dia odibetu dwano ye check your records no enye sa na etie but say momu enetie. And I think that Parliament is doing itself a lot of disservice because as someone Mudia to record say be no bia be kire mu in a different way. Now want to me set a record ni straight. Ekina say who to na mo be say wo ya. Obi ba be ka cho say na say mo MP ba ko be ka say de no mo ato atwene. De na say amokwa akwa na mo pese mu chinchim Ghana fo sansa na. Afa na akwa pull record a be kire say dia MP ni kan na enye no kre na em record da. And for me I think say Parliament as an institution need to take a second look at on public affairs department. No mo say anybody is
proactive. Now, so Musha shall respond to some of these things.
That's the point.
I limit a lot of lies and deceptions.
Sana beba because mini woni eni fi ho. Matna say committee sitting. Committee sittings.
Who are dance here?
Omo nkrofo omo kwatena ho. Taking records of committee sitting. And then now omo throw as records in parliament. And there is nothing MP ba be can say who pay information from records department in parliament wunya. It's easy for the public affairs to easily verify any information relating to say bill we aba ana ade we aba na committee decided say and easy for the public affairs department to verify. Now what's the record in street eba na sa MPB aba be can be say man can here na me ko me eba be mama eba ma MP so no be say dey be me to me be manu nkasa keke because ye na efre say house of records na house of records actually say who the outcome in the set a record in straight. So then it will put the MPs on their toes. Say, if I'm going to make a statement, if I'm going to write something to the public, I'll write exactly what has happened because the more we are refuse to know, your reputation as MPs will be at stake. But current system need the Omanhene MPs be be records in parliament no. Na nya sa na tie. Me wa no wa kasem say busumi miensa ensia echire ansa na bia assembly sesi and ya refer to the ansa na yakọ records aka say oh assembly kwa na MP ne betu janya sa na to but until that time na assembly na aka ni petrim say sa na 24 me in there. I think the parliament as an institution they have to sit back and take a second look at their public affairs department say how effective and efficient can they make that department say any member ever can be especially about what has happened in the house. Not outside the house.
In the house.
Or could make a comment outside the what happened outside the house and found. But what has happened in the parliament, committee sitting, and a plenary, and a whatever, as far as within the premise of parliament, it should be protected. The sanctity of parliament ought to be protected. And you can't take one decision. Now, be a ranking member on that same committee, a different thing. So, see, and the question is, international committee meeting.
The parliament, public affairs will easily give us the solution.
This is the point, because they are Senya Brian na muni na kasa anka miya kra yensem trofo no why na anka obama yehu say na nya sa net because okujeto a ranking member on foreign affairs wa be kan sem bi about that committee parliament to ambassador record be say your kan no enya sa net how do we get to know say enya sa net and Senya Brian e be kan say ya e bia be we 2023 e bia June 2023 na BBC and ya be reference and na parliament akopeska aban akopeska ewie no obu ehonum so ba be si no afi na wakasa de na aban ebu oh minister ne ka say omo bu egu na de no aban na chinchim Ghana for nsa afi na ba be refer Ghana for to the Hansard and the committee meeting minutes say de be nya sa na tie. I think say if parliament wants their sanctity to be protected, one of the ways they say they must be ready to defend and set the record straight on any issue that has happened within the house.
Elvis, not to
will be painting the other side of it.
Elvis, not to cut you short, but will be the message about say we disagree with the Elvis second because just a parliament a message the MPB akwaka. But yes, an assembly. The work and a house of records.
These are very important.
The honorable black one I can't hear. Who parliament records more. a interpretation will be there to so the interpretation will be intimate regulation. What you say? But at the a statement of fact. I happen or parliament say a 72-19 Yajatum, yes or no, yes, if I quite nice day today. What is Sunday? It says, Obi Becanes, yeah, I was a public affairs department of parliament, a true as one bad one to records straight because imagine say, yes, it's here no oh, and Paul, yes, AICC, I buy you should to the dance, a bank of Pisca, and me. I dear bet you might be a bang, yes, canoe. Na ubakoni ye jije ho na ye pick as a bofom aba wedie we lawless o adentra na se metisa black waka say aba ye shutu adenda ban ye then what happens na aba ejidin bone me wan so na man ye bone hu but na you been try obetwa ya parliament fairly some be correct sa erroneous impression no it statement of fact there se ba kwani a member of parliament when speak of parliament cryness or the bible ntia I was a parliament be correction because man one partner ha na ko candidate efa parliament ho would they come after you at least if they will not even come after you they will correct it so they should correct it omunya public affairs nya say bia ade basic parliament so inform hu enye ye pen na omo correct you amongst themselves the house they should keep the sanctity of the affairs the house intact na say MP can asemanya no kre asemesi parliament na so kan asenya no kra na me ameta bonte menye de na meka etiano de ebia no mo enye sa de no fa isu madwum de a mo fa ko mo ni resolutions no ho say going forward no say member of parliament can asem na yes statement of fact yeah what in the year what do you do?
Okay, that is about events that happen in the house.
Yes,
MPB coordinator can assembly in fact what happens in parliament. Public affairs department has no business there. But when we can say committee I take a decision. Now saying I take no there a different thing there. It is imperative from parliament say immediately on betu mreka. Okay, so Kwaba, ba Ghana and common affairs here discuss A to Z the brave my okay no siam pepe ye pejemu and chanso a year in your network Herald Larry Dugby Baba Kai once Kwaba.
Hey, Kwame, brand new KF TV, home theater, washing machine, fridge. Is that a talking blender or AI assistant? Masa, I'm your friend who show me the way.
I got all of them through Access Bank Pick Now, Pay Later, which is part of their triple salary promo.
What?
What a shock, me boy. Now let me show you the way. Open an Empower salary account and stand a chance of getting...
I need a loan, Charlie.
Bam!
And school fees scholarship for my children's fees in January.
Bam!
Hey, Kwame, are you saying I stand a chance of...
Charlie, just open the Empower salary account with Access Bank, Nake.
Join the long list of winners in the Access Bank Triple Salary Promo. Switch your salary to our Empower salary account and automatically enjoy interest-free loans and stand a chance of winning 3 times your monthly salary, plus other exciting rewards. Also, spend a minimum of 500 cedis with any of our Visa cards to win cashback. Promo runs from now till 30th April 2023. This promo is in partnership with the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
Document when yina I was me ho adwuma na smania any mu stress entina da me nom agbeve hebati no agbeve hebati oh okay ebema wa ya let stress na firi hokra
no kre me say manom agbeve tonic menstrual pains free me so agbeve tonic weni mu ato anase koko hawa nom bi
agbeve tonic die amwa ye fine mum
eba no malaria nso a agbeve fever na me die tutu egu abra maye malaria test ehunu say
na what agbeve herba mix capsules nso nka kan na ye powder se de wodi nsuo no mu a no apanka bia de egu
Asempa FM herba mix eno na sa me kunu sisi yare eni ayemutim esan ya afase duro nso
me nso sa
na se me hia agbeve nroi nyina bia
e wo pharmacies herba chemical shops apemfo abato mo manufo ne nkwada wo ni fiedum yenu nka ho etufo frɛ agbeve herba products for 020-813-0790 and 0246-595-256 FDA agi edwede nkrato yatum.
My
mystery boxes I'm with.
Asante ba ama Ghana online drivers nyina ye jitum se kroma ye shefu obo no so kwa na ekosoro. Eno nti e na Broly any Alliance Insurance Company aba wonmo eba beboa online drivers nyina. Omo di pay small car insurance deal aba eba beboa online drivers. Eti se we Uber driver, Yango, Bolt, online driving bia ho hye mu bia no. Be register na mwa. You are 32.99 Ghana cedis. Na watwi BM ne mfanye third party car insurance and farm. We say na guarantee sem bia ni mu. Na so konya kwanhia so a ye betua claims ni nyina ama o pepepepepepepepe. Senchire mu bia ene ani komode hia na se obe type Uber, Yango, and answer Bolt. Akoye WhatsApp number no so 0201-819-581. Utumi friend number kroya ni anem sini no no edi nkomo. Online driver, fa wo she pay small car insurance yi mu. Na mwa.
Stand and beat your chest, did it come?
Hey, my paddy, you day? Chile a day, man, tire self. Hey, my prof, you tired and waiting I go do. My prof, condom thing you talk. I know they sit up. What about condoms do you want to know? You see, my sweet Ajua, they can visit me today. I be last time you talk me say make I use condom. I want know more. But prof, this condom thing, how easily available are they and the cost too? How?
Condoms are available in varieties at little cost. Some as low as 3 pieces for 10 Ghana pesos per. You will find some at most supermarkets, pharmacies, chemical stores, grocery shops, and health centers. Some condoms come in different colors and flavors. There are male and female condoms. We get some for you, where we get some for Ajua too. But you cannot use both at the same time. Ajua should not use a female condom when you are wearing a male condom, and you should not use a male condom when Ajua is wearing a female condom.
Oh, na so ide.
Yeah, and besides, I also told you to always buy condoms before you need them, so you can read the instructions on how to wear it and also check the expiration date, because expired condoms reduce its effectiveness and are not safe for use.
Oh, you mean say now I have the condom in hand, I should again check for expiry dates, not to talk of the wahala for face in my head about waiting I won't pay for the counter?
Yes, my buddy. It is very important to check for the expiration date on each condom you buy and know how to wear condoms correctly and consistently to ensure that you are safe, not only from the risk of unplanned pregnancies, but also HIV and other sexually transmitted infections. Let's protect ourselves and loved ones, because HIV still there around.
Condomless sex is risky sex. Be smart. Get a condom. If it's not on, it's definitely not in.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission.
Hey, it's me pan and me kita mi amike. Ecobank, me damase.
Shy, cow the new.
Oh, say Ecobank, yeah, cruisy.
Once you bet me a cruise, you want to say okay. It's an Ecobank Auto Finance Package in T. Koyen cardless, I would PI no one year, Juma baby. Ye ka dawa kumaso. Say a new car, say yes second hand. Why a mouse special discount. Ecobank side and she share pabbe boa with your car no kenina. Your mount interest rate and it boa from cry. Ebe bring when so. Oh, so when your accounts work bank and money how cry. Sa kwenye da homo bia. Entien so saka no da ekeke. Abebwe Preto free 0800 003 225. Anasa kwa Ecobank nkrabata bebia nebusa Ecobank Auto Finance Package. Esi kakra wo ho. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hey! Football lovers, get ready to score! Just subscribe to Ghana Win 2022 on www.graphicwin2022.com and score 1 million Ghana cedis worth of prizes. Want to know how? It's simple. Just read questions and send answers to score points. 1. 5 highest daily scores win daily prizes. 2. 3 highest weekly scores win weekly prizes. 3. 2 highest monthly scores win monthly prizes. And the highest accumulated score drives home a brand new Peugeot Landtrek pickup car. Terms and conditions apply. Other prizes include TV sets, replica jerseys, headphones, and many consolation prizes. It all starts from 16th November 2022. This promo is brought to you by Graphic Sports in partnership with Silver Star Auto Limited and Telco Vast, and sanctioned by the Gaming Commission of Ghana.
Hey, lala didi.
Didi lala. Wa worry asodie. Na me de yemia. Africa Queen Mackerel bonejuma wo sesan.
Africa Queen Mackerel ide wati ase owunia.
Se wo de ye aduane a. E danso. Tomato sauce na egu ho no so e rich.
Yes.
E pise wo. Nti e me aduane ne de ye strong kon.
Enam no so hyemu ma. Na me kire se nam panko a.
Wa wo beti ase. Na wo be checking so. E grade 1 o.
Na me say se me twa kwa me nkwan. Na me tu bi gu mu a. Na to ne terms so. Honey, papa. Oh you ma. Me do.
Me say jollof, Gary Photo, rice and stew, and piscine gravy de. Africa Queen Mackerel ni mo. Intimi nyina o. Africa Queen Mackerel. Shawenum keke. Nam papa no.
Africa Queen. Shawenum keke.
It's a Superstar Times Xmas promo. Yes, Christmas radio. From now till January 15th, 2023, pay 2 months for your super bouquet and get 10 days free. And that's not all. Walk into any of our shops or join our online games and win amazing products like headsets, speakers, chargers, stand-in fans, and many more goodies from super brands like TCL, IMAX, and Move. Make this Christmas your season of goodies with Star Times.
Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Hey, it's me pan and me kita mi amike. Ecobank, me damase.
Shy, cow than you.
Oh, say Ecobank, yeah, cruisy.
Once you bet me a cruise, you want us out cab. Esani Ecobank Auto Finance Package in tea. Koyen cardless, I would PI no 1 year Juma baby. Ye ka dawa kumaso. Say a new car, say yes second hand. Why your mouse special discount. Ecobank side and she share pabe boa with your car no kenina. Your mount interest rate and boa from cry. Ebe bring when so. Oh, so when your accounts were Ecobank and money how cry. Sa when ye da homo bia. Entian so saka no dae keke. Abebwe. Preto free 0800 003 225. Anasa kwa Ecobank nkrabata bebia nebusa Ecobank Auto Finance Package. Esi kakra wo ho. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Asempa FM.
It's time to believe in you. We are changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Got to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, yeah. Believe it, you can achieve. Puma, oh yeah. Clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the place on fire. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
Yes, #1 mobile phones, accessories, any electrical appliances, wholesale, any retail outlet, Franco Trading Enterprise, and Franco Brunia, Franco Kwabata be a bang, woman of Famena, Nekwaju mobile phones, iPhone, Samsung, Nokia, and now Franco TV, Papa, every 32, Ekosiisen 65 inches, Franco air conditions, and now tabletop fridges, and one taking kind, Franco Mawa Chedi. Now when you say Franco, as also the appliance for Fabeka Wu, a Franco multi-purpose sound system, and what the Papa Kwaju DSC, the Franco Kwabata be a bang, head office, a Wadabraka, any Roxy Cinema in the DNA, and now call www.francotrading.com and now francophones.com first 0245 316969 and at 056 068 4147. Franco Trading Enterprise, still for Papa Ifi Franco.
Have you tested for HIV? I have. I know many people shy away from taking an HIV test, mainly because they are afraid of the results. Certainly, knowing that you are HIV negative or positive is better than not knowing what your HIV status is. If your HIV test comes out positive, it means you should start treatment to keep you healthy. But if it is negative, Then you can adapt practices to ensure that you remain negative. HIV testing is free and you can get a test done at a clinic, hospital, or any accredited health facility. And within the next 10 minutes, you will know your results. The provider will cancel you before and after the result is disclosed to you. You don't have to be afraid of someone else getting to know your HIV status. The healthcare provider is trained to be discreet. If you take the test, you find out that it is nothing to be afraid of. The important thing is now you know what to do to protect your health and that of your loved ones. So go on and take the HIV test now and go along with your partner, a friend, or family member. That is the right thing to do.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission.
If you get LPG, let me see your hand. Who are got?
I'm Menu. When you may be out the meninja crowd.
Oh, if you rat, I didn't cry no how.
Me, I didn't know how. I don't know how you did a bidiani a biani. Unim se wusin and yamawire. I didn't uni gasana.
Oh, if you rat, maybe a bidiana, damn dear Diani.
Ah, what kitchen papa? See again and be a use gaso. Share LPG no or how be any home. Ediane Bentham, none danson sessa, near one say, pa naso.
Hey, if you ran no.
Eh, Mr. Menu, who was a media grown, made him Rafaba, uni gasa, me too, Okra, San out your rent. Eh, Beji to Fifia.
Che, we a mistake now, this kind of mammy, I mean too. Made the quack or talk gas.
Mr. Menu, I want and then call Betty.
Che, men catch you, LPG, or how be any home. Nema Hunsu Harrow. Sakasibu, National Petroleum Authority, Ministry of Energy, and the World Bank, and a Debrel. Freto free number 080-012-300, Nien Church Umuye.
Poor first, no, yes, some 12 mouse. 1,000 Ghana cedis. Say, 1,500 Ghana cedis. Wow! Now where? 5,000 Ghana cedis. Say, 8,500 Ghana cedis. Wow! After you move to me, you have 15,500 Ghana cedis cover. The diabetes will be on hospitalization. Just say, we are going to die Sabia. Eba bua what you can. After critical illness. Just say, Yaria Kronko Bua. Ya jatun se boa ye be boa ma wako so ne so de arabia wotimi to our my way policy ne so be bra ye de keka ho nyina kakra bi pe ene de ato de otua no so me ne so wait na my way yes no no for phone dial *165# never come home send my way I said no way.
My Way, a product of My Life and MTN Momo.
It's not just a game, it's passion. It's not just a game, it's pride. It's not just a game, it's unity. It's much more than just a game. Embrace the win with SoccerBet. Bet on the highest odds in any SoccerBet shop or simply download the SoccerBet mobile app and bet anywhere. With SoccerBet, win and get your cash instantly. SoccerBet, your best bet for sports betting. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. Gaming can be addictive, not for persons below 18 years.
Hey, it's me pan and then me kita Miami K. Ecobank, me damase.
Shy, cow than you.
Oh, say Ecobank, yeah, cruising.
Monso bet me a cruise one casa okay. Esani Ecobank Auto Finance Packaging T. Koyen cardless a hudu PI no one year juma baby. Ye can't say a new car, say yes second hand. Why your mouse special discounts. Ecobank side and she share pabe boa with your car no kenina. Your mount interest rate and boa from cry. Ebe bring when so. Oh, so when your accounts were Ecobank and money how cry. Sa when ye da homo bia. NTN so saka no da ekeke. Abebwe Preto free 0800-003-225. Anasa kwa Ecobank in Krabata Bebia Nebusa Ecobank Auto Finance Package. Eshisheka krawo. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Okama chapter 8 verse 6. Sir, and you Joseph Banini. And you Banini. What is it? That's a yes, Ukraine, it's Minya. Bibi Kafan was say. Well, Jama Bofo Ibania, whom am I? Whom am I to say I'm perfect? Listen, I'm not perfect, but I'm better than you. Excellent. I'm not.
Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante. What can I say? What carry on? Omanhene, Kwabena, Asante.
Popular request, baby. Say, yeah, end the interview with a prayer from you in Hebrew. Into fire area in 30 seconds. Me pacho.
Yah of Israel. 94. Shamak Israel Yehovah. Elahenu Yehovah Ekat. We ahata et Yehovah. Elohika bika luvika. Uvika naveshika. Uvika miyodika. Todi yashach. Todi yashach. Todi yashach. Amen.
Chairman, many popular request. Baby, say, yeah, end the interview with a prayer from you in Hebrew. Into
Asempa FM.
30 seconds. Me pacho.
Yah of Israel. 94. Shamak Israel Yehovah. Elahenu Yehovah Ekat. We ahata et Yehovah. Elohika bika luvika. Uvika naveshika. Uvika miyodika. Todi yashach. Todi yashach. Todi yashach. Amen.
Avi kwalewe ya sema wapa. Chairman would to me. Mame emo official pa baby obia. A very good afternoon to you. Mame ka sa agbeve 40 one agbeve herbal tea, agbeve tonic, agbeve fever, agbeve typhoid. Ebiani juma edi de boani peduani tepe on product ibito for this herbal shop be an as a pharmacy shop be an as a free one 0246595256 and 020-813-0790. We show the check when so to last stop on our Agbeve Herbal Center. Ahoya Wayari Sefi Precope. MoneyGram so and over 200 countries. Now to me Ajusika. Every hop precope or dofu bina de mana busiani or baby unanabi or fasibi uni how cry in a matter of minutes. MoneyGram ever available for you to pick up. And here were over 2,000 locations, especially a bank near you. Now, for Masaka, say over 200 countries. And one affair in which you say no be manusika MoneyGram continues to be very relevant. Sansona or hampa na o yeno ene achede sonko so ade ma do for edwa odi akofi ankasa na obapa products no ene wo kwan krase otimi efri mo ye wo obapa Africa Queen mackerel and ye wo obapa sardine and ye wo obapa tomato paste. It is the fa mackerel ho, the fa sardine ho and the fa tomato paste ho so no miawani na kotobi na fa di ujuma ne nyina danso kama fra 0302668357 0302668357 obapa tomato paste ya jatum prekopese wankasa oba cheki amwo se bibia enam ne kwaso bronya yegusu sia dan new year pese ekotrem prekope enuntie ma obia fa mfofo enda ne ye quiet and now the 6 ebe dan ye 9 enuntie me gina ha na makamfo ama se Rockstars Roofing biasronko a esese woko na utimini won kudin kita ho na mudi mujuma sonko so kra Rockstars premium coated 55% ALZN aluminium coated and aluminium plain sheets no very competitive price adia it nemudie ne de yantoto na jeje mu kra Rockstars nso sheet profile including snap lock self lock R25 IBR ADI and IDT and a south tile sheet. Your variety of colors and a different thickness and so. And which is my main case Rockstars Roofing is one a year metal trusses for all kinds of a building. Enti o personal estimate na a free transporting so a free call a mere greater Accra and Eastern region. Can you say terms and conditions are applicable? I want to say, and which is no baby a beja to see any udijumano that pay that bako mieno miensa anase enumno na chese die ujumedina o ye diamond. Seba metal trusses, seba roofing sheet, seba ceiling joist, and a plaster boards there. Edin ba ko ben about trim na se ogitum se ho papa ne bo so da fom eno ene Rockstars Roofing fre 0544 33 8041 0544 338041 and that's 0243 6904 02 no etimi no edinkita wama bibia etimi akokama ediabo Safari tissues so we dey yankase ediemu Ghana ni prekope ana ene one na pamfo aka ona adwuna bon ana on tissues nkokra abadwa so che Safari tissues no na no dakra na deputy minister finance yera Dr. John Kuma ene yera sifa kan yenua ba delay one pa hontuma eda na disa afi na abadwa so etimeka se ope tissue a moto kama de odidi dwuma bia na mesrewo it should be Safari tissues here ye pa okodwaso a ode look out for that brand no Safari as in SAFARE the tissue no na watim de di dwuma bia episode de oko supermarket wo man baby and as a shop bia benwa and one say obusa Safari tissue bi no ato and as a Sea Beach Capital hona benya dodo na nka say tu free one wo 0302 0307 001975 up to 6 0307 001975 up to 6 down Safari tissues for etimi edin komo omo your tissue masters wono esa ema bibia wo wipe bia no etimi otimi cleaner a last longer in the studios Asempa 94.7 Ekosiisen Jumedieno yawo era Elvis Dako ewa say Centroni outside 74 ma the final the obokrata no so na ABC News ABC TV online Gordon Asarabedi akonso no wona trase said medical dia to enim ye hwenim say Larry Dogbe the network herald the obokrata no so no obabekansa na etimi edidi yenkomo. What we are doing is I feel kona we yes no of course it's a Siajibre na etimidi Ghana come from a year January to a year December the year by adwene biano na etimidi stand on how well Ghana received it, how we managed it, the shortfalls no area 2023 the expectation from the year Ghana for your century juma the oba juma one ya manyo sem one wo ye security agency ye ma one di dwa asofo one ya driver for one ya insurance one to adwane almost everybody captured in the net in common any shape and any form, but it's a Ghana conversation. We want to be very positive and look forward. Say 2023, most of our shortfalls, onyamebe adom to yankase effort, and yankasa so wisdom what they dominate me. Akwenim. Mami Shas here with Gordon, and I would love to start with the Almighty Galamsey menace. How well are we going about it? Because me rested you end of the year, is illegal mining is rather. With the effort that the sector minister and his deputy Omoyeno still Galamsey.
Oh man, me ba on musisi na me ba me tisra wo bo Kwame Dinkra legend.
Yeah, legend.
Anopa me ko studio. Sina me kumasi.
O ti me kasa na wo hana.
O kasa me ba.
Okay.
O kasa me ba. Eti anopa me ko studio me ko chia no. Na man at the creator me bo Kwame Dinkra din ne bi ne. Kwame Dinkra starting central me you be ne toto fefo. Ye ti na che pa. Na ho brase. And them ran tell me about why be man it me chwa kakra bi tim betra console chini it me pushi ade the course say wa peke call no atom yanko yanke jagum enu an no ne ense hu ka prepreja ne de pentokwa just for publicity say be yanko for beti na omatimi omuka say ya tima trendy. I think that there are a lot of them in the system SNDDH ni timi hwe ni sua wo mo na ye fa mo ebra na nation building no nation building na nyento kwanye wo du timi kasa kesidi ndi otiatim na say the minimum so nye no na nation building no enti no once again no mema legend Kwame Dinkra da opportunity matima na kasa no happy birthday na mencha wo nyina na oman we question we da wo dey hit me mum na Galamsey Oman me mompa de say me person me brutally frank with yeho, brutally frank with the nation, brutally frank with the government. Na say abano so betie me asopamu dia. Man meka say as a nation you are failing in the fight against illegal mining. Na ya areho see it me feel sadie no. Oman hwe 2017 oman panyin e kan na bonten say obe put the presidency on the line in the fight against galamsey and as illegal mining. Me ka ho me bona baso pa. It be 8 months and almost a year. Oman na enso de ni atie yenya publications say Ghana water company for krompo kasa say stupidity level of insuo no abeba form kama ma fe de omu treat krompo na omo enyusu sika kese enyusu chemicals kese ka bebre afe eye den na ade no esa agiguye ya all of a sudden galamsey no sa tia te se o Ghana baby bia Omanhene eye den Omanpanyi bayin within 6 years as I say fight against galamsey is launching the Ben Prince
stakeholder engagement media may say you can't reinvent the wheel. There is enough literature on side DSF the fight against galamsey. Yeah, subsequent government at least bet me the Kwabena met the fight or Rajo Mahama Ebreso Ofeli Poto Ayi Minister of Environment Hassan Ayariga. Sorry, Mahama Ayariga. Mahama Ayariga nkasa me you know be I can me se me read ya. Mahama Ayariga dan nkasa eji tumu ka say omana feli. And we have to re-strategize. Eventually, we give up the fight against illegal mining. It's a task force. Untumi a nanseden kofo bonidin. Untumi excavators a o mine no ashed wo Ghana, seized wo Ghana. O man enya sangetu owu. Sa story no wo ho, literature no ho, ye betima kenkan. MPP ba yo mampanya kofo adoka sa asem no. Menam wo gidie pa se ye betimi ayi bibi. And pass so ye bibi Makasa Express they say one day me tell helicopter ekwa about 6 regions as they say oh Ghana ko hwe ba bi o me galamsey ye kwa no obi ani ho ya pam obi afro no mo that no president Vanguard ne wo ho ya pam obi afro asase ne so ba to we say ye di asase ni hwammo ya say asase you say ya mutilated the land ya tete asase na pansam no afi eye dey biem na womo no magyan omo nyina esa bese mu womo ana omo nye galamsey omana obi mu tinkran wonim asase bi ye galamsey wo so eso bi no ka say wo concession wo ebi tinkran wonim ba bi galamsey wo hu forest kase bi adage se bi a wo hwe television eso tibi so man the boys emo mo Land Cruisers Pajaros emo mo firi Accra ekọ enkurase ekọ galamsey edeba ama me say baby ade na duru no ya me say ebi o man pinye so ka say eye ye gyan baby aduru no anye yi enti ye kọ yachi na ya ba obi Kofi Kinata beka ye baby me ya ponche the heart now if I'm on fan baby because baby ade na ko ese apro atete o man hwe meme wo masase yesi asase na media ba yesi yehu gold o mu dia gold diamond enchen na ka hu si yehu nchen wo asase so a ya no se minerals ni bia enti no abanji enti si yehu se gold o masase so a yesi e wo se president ne de ma no yesi on wo de okotum but ababe ya oman no edia adentra it is because say ehu hia security importance to nation building no e was so nti na sesa de fight me kwam goda sabidi akọ esa if do asase na masase yehu agudie no so de se aban dia na se aban edimi protect agudie dia then what na e hadwen oman asam na e koso no e ya kwaye se
man na womunim galamsey yakura be no se dodo na atiasim na one thing sim saying because asuma si ye no DC kwache no police commander ko jai no adentina nye lembele anasa henfa elembele
DC na
elembele DC wani district police commander di abo ani e wo excavator ho ebe se no man wan ya twena so me say eya no mo say oh Ghana for citizens yin na wo ye role e betimi play o man ewum but roles e betimi play no ya were levels of roles yin na betimi play and responsibility no me say so dey betimi ka fa ho me wo so obi akola dogbu asase so na se wo tu galamse ya
mamen kai say like dogbu advertise
na asase a wo dey ye catfish
if I mind waka say we catfish
na lie in fact catfish ne ba ko ne dey obwa hey jai
oh baby ofi ban kwa the back on say one kakro
what the mean to me nka
national service me tribe it was good
sao dey no
the all kind of your problem
me want some na mo
oh man omwa na first kwa na galamsey eya de ye omotan ne conscience bunu for say minya galamsey bi no and na dodo na tiesim because when you punish no excavator eja mobile phone de ahye botom na wakodo free o de free crime akodru kumase anante abu akwa afanka etoase afanka wie akotom asem de kodru asonu ese pocket obi ehu na excavator free pot anam guguru sadako wure kurase akose ngurem yes yente how are we okay me man can no crime and the year under review so we should be brutally frank with the system man panyi call Asante region one national house of chiefs e court na ase na omukasa me can I told myself say it to come to not
Omanpede anamuntu no
me can me se me adam me bisa me mpede se me hu se ya frem panimfo akostra conference center akostra mansia akotena he fa se ye beka galamse asem omunyina ni the people who are doing galamse they know it national security for ni people who are doing galamse and he funu ni won ye galamse illegal mining national security for police for ehemfo assembly members krobu for Ghana wo bia no mom ye galamse ba metmachi obi ya de tumi asebesa menti obi etibo bi kan kire say responsibility ni nyina e we nyina so say ye be public education look adia e nyina be public education ni sensitization ya na de share national commission on civic education say we bia
I see
a crime yeah e was say aban no and that's why you're responsible and you me
Elvis
see I did hold man I won't share that responsibility with government. I can't,
but you have a role to play.
What is my role?
And they say obi hu baby asa illegal mining e koso no obe ka kire immediately one e bo ekuru hu by nananom DC
haven't we done that ko check ABC haven't we done that?
You are tired.
I'm not tired, but time. How long must you publish it? How long must you talk about it? Nobody acts on it.
Elvis.
And you tell me say we should share that responsibility. No, I mean share that responsibility. Act on it. Effect arrest. Prosecute. You know tell me
Kwabena Elvis.
Oh. Mama.
Yeah.
Galamse ntokwa ni de. Me makan na mekan so say emre ba be hye ntokwa na se no. Ade ba ko pa. Me kan e say me de be measure say ntokwa na kuya na nkuye ensuo eni. Whether say ensuo na ni be te. Se na etie dada no ana ebe san ye poto se na aye no. Nene ohwe mra ye hye ntokwa na se ohwe se na ensuo na ni te. And then we compare now situation aye west and so bisa me say ntokwa no ye wini ya make catch say a failure because failure because say ensuo no eye nkwa ye de protect ye ho wonim say ensuo ni ho ye ntumi ntena asase we so ensuo ni ho a nipa ntumi transfer so ekro we mu say koba ne say so short sisi a nipa be wu keke because ensuo ya de hu hia nipa dat ne papa enti say mra ba be hye ntokwa na se ye nim the level of pollution wo ensuo nani na one of the buta kese ba kupa ne say ye protecting ensuo no na na me ne wo kase ensuo no situation kra no aye west than time e hye ntokwa na se a and there's no way I bet me aka chem se ntokwa no ekoyi and anything I say nyina jitum se ntokwa na enkoyi na sankoyi a question is adena ye be siska in fact up to now onim say yeah the fight against galamsey no we do it as a security operation you know the total amount ye di gu santokwa ne mu say up to now obi anka nkyere yen sanka bia ye be board the actual figure kire yen say the fight against galamsey ebedu and this is how much we spent now uhwe situation a wan hwe ne ya obebo obi aso because baby sound say na yakohwe sika bebrebe we dey go the fight against galamsey mu now in a situation no even worse than before then is can the hwegum di koye den and the other na enja sa because we have got to add additional resources but they be na me can say galamsey won I had to say enroboni edwa no sika wom and this also wo ko a one hour do mbesi say nim nyina say monkoko ntokwa na dodo na no one o mudi dwa no ebe attempt so memo mo adamudie na adamudie dodo na abeje sana galamsey ntokwa na aye
edi na nya kokoduro edi ji ade ai oman mu nyina eko atia say mpesi betu sa na mo
they be say because any pan na odina koto wo so nkonye djuma any pan na odina koto wo so nkonye djuma no ni aketi a wutia na busumi no o hwe se wo edjuma 30 years cry okohia galamsey for no me ma oskese se na wo nchimi ana obema me kwan mama ye na o hwe sika na ye di mana the temptation no so ntem say galamsey ntokwane ya the strategy ni se na yakuma nroboni a ebe ye ding say ebe nya some success say enroboni ntokwa no ye target no from the campaigns one no mo share djuma na se yankata no enne target wo ba galamsey ntokwa na ye ko no ye kochichi nkola na omo ye djuma o site be ye chi omo wi ahwem bia nkoso ma ye nkochi empanyimfo na omo te djuma na se echi ndc mre o kinkan ko internet obo mpanyimfo ndc mu a allegations about outside they were involved in galamsey ye nchi obi ya MPP aba MPP mu mpanyimfo dey aba out amanfo abobo mu din news allegations news stories emo hina ya chi wo mu ba ya ka kire say over nipa over 100 and 200 ye dey omo akoto jail sankrofo na omo akoto jail ni nyina no omo ye nkola na omo koye adwuma ye ti omo daily wages uchi sankrofo na enwuma no ontumi stop sa illegal uchi na adwuma ye ne a ekena wako han obi fofo de abesi ho entanto sa ye be ya adwene say ye be ye detail ehwehwemu ama ehunu say why no mo te adwuma ne hyankaza who are the campaigns na ya target wo mu de ye hwe sikegu kwa because no excavator edi to galamsey Omanhene boy nya skakto a ebi ko bete 1 million Ghana cedis ba ko pe nkola na ko chi o mu site o mu an le betumi ato sika fo akese tinkraya omu no mu ya owners of those excavators now so ya register excavator no all right but say yes ye chi excavator ye nya hwehwemu nko bisa say ba ne say na excavator why na the owner ye hwehwemu ye chi boys na ye tumi nya hwehwemu say why kwa na owner of the sa assassin no mu ye enuma wo so why na ye dey no mu ye enuma no
what is the challenge among yourself de ho agim ana abloko the security agencies from acting and doing what is required of them and I say what is really the problem
me dey just on be catch them say amanyo say me hu no say adamudie gie ne do
sikasem no
me di hu say ne do so
yenya honest and patriotic people to stand that
Omanhene me ne wo ha multimedia na me bo ye na multimedia
correct
say multimedia Asante region omuni police for call a site
yes
video no wo ho
Erastus
echo site say ekochi illegal miners yes soldier for Ghana soldier for abantu omo no protect site no soldier ni omo ko tu no nipa ba ko no o free for reinforcement ama ni yonko mu ba bebu police for GGBBF police for nsem sa case ni bedu ene ewo video so ye the ama security agencies ni nyina saa soldier fo na on bebu police fo no gigi o maka de sade no ma be chi o mo so o protect illegal site no investigative report na wen why na work out and it say journalist let me call with police investigation na soldier fo me bebu police fo report na ba be any story ono we in charge of security they are aware na enemi wo ha yenti hu pupu ya bia say saa soldier fo na mbabu police fo was that site no anamo we na etuatia o yenti bi yenti say de bia court na ka dem say galamsey ni ye ko galamsey ye ko yenimu a na opese miji tumana because the evidence is clear we no enye say obi na e kan e wo video so enkrofo nim wom e we enti no saa galamsey say na american say anya ya adwene say wona omu ye esikafo akese wona omu ta adwuma we echi wona omu sisa young people no go asase no say ko tu sika kokko mame na me nkoton na me nko jiska say yentumi nye enhwehwemu e ma ye nchi san krofo no endi omu kokota and they say ye ko galamsey dia and they are grobbing ye dia because wo ba chi na adwuma ye ne na e choba fofa adwuma ni foforo dia ba it is a siano one thing say e be ya adwene say okay ya ntokwa ne yakwa ma ba say ano yehu say sika na ewo sa galamsey business no it is enroboni dwa sika doso sika fa kese ewo sika omunya fi adwuma no sika ne soso it is it's easy for them so be influence so be mama for demudie na say na ntokwa na say ko ne enko say ano anamo be na ebeto enti na make say anto say e adwene say yes san kola na echichi wo mu no e be jai people na ya call the real people mu she adwuma na ase na yetumi achichi wo mu de ye ntumi enko we enso galamsey ntokwa no me obisamia make a kire o say e say a complete overhaul me jitu mu say si se me wa asase e wo mikrom na yesi gold wo na yesi aye aban de na meti ho na yesi aban am obi concession asase na media o na yesi aban de am obi concession so onu betu gold na ya yeti krom ho no no ye no sika kokko adwuma no ye kra ye nyam mfa so no ahoho na ba betu na omu di komi wa ya asase na omu sei no ye yesio na omu sei na ade na misu mi nkodie bi because me na meti krom ho
okay so
so e be ba nyina na be ba me so
a complete overhaul now the open
and we need to look at me who be me say small scale mining anka the best thing be say who be me madwene say small scale mining ye nyemra say sa royalties na aban chie no ye nsisa mra no aban de enwo large scale mining small scale mining no ye make sure say only indigenous of assassina skakoko no wom no indigenous and form cooperatives na ye ma concession na de ma krom ofo no omu na eso omu tumi tu because e krom na wu tu a na ye ka che so wo say nsuo we a e kina so kombedi wa obedwin ho mienu
okay if it's about ho no mama Larry Embremba San Larry Bebem no Ghana is commissioner boy in Ekoko say if it is not on it's not in definitely in Timesro Efeniagro you know Efeniagro said the IO said the COVID econo on coy or the kwanche ya a lot of the gathering at public spaces in Amesremo will make sure somebody to me akatakata ayemo hunene mano and the way the Ghana is commission say me and I say Gordon and I say Elvis and I say Larry wa uti na uhwe biano but more than I went to man show ho so a one fa condom na nwura to say socks there and try cry go $70 and try
if it's not on, it's not in.
Say the Larry, he don't make us say son muka.
It's hard to say it.
Yeah, kokobo.
Aye, yeah, as will be at meeting.
As will be at
no dear Juma.
Larry Kwabena. Me need the other God, you know. But what is it? Only part the chair, some come on, only be wow.
And now, me when you wanna me can was my what the booth. And now, Miss Min who to trouble me tell the
booth. Sir Asempa nyonko no onja.
Asempa yoko.
Bate.
Okay.
Na you share dig akra mum.
God, so you're quite illegal mining. Larry, so how far?
Mechia Yetie for and those who are watching us on TV. So I think sir, I mean Galamsey fight, it's not a lost cause. Yeah, I mean what have we achieved? Why? Listen, the very day we failed to arrest Untumi over what happened, after now we issue statement. I think the Mirrors Commission issue statement. Ministry of Mines and Natural Resources. So issue statement. Minerals Commission. And so then Obisa said, "Where's my year?" And then that the company anyway, Akonta Mining is also replying, we Kase, and then at the end of the day, Asempa Fraba, and then we've all moved on. Do you get it? But me, I'm shocked. Sir, the president told us, listen, he was ready to put his presidency on the line. Sir, if you're putting your presidency on the line and your party person, he made, sir, he was deeply involved in this particular thing, and you failed to talk about it. I think that same week, the president was in Kumasi and met with Otunfo, and Untumi sat in that meeting. He was with the president all through. Untumi was with the president all through. I don't know what happened, behind the scene, but for a man who told us that, listen, I am ready. So of our voice now, you might want to play it for our listeners to hear. For a man who said, I'm ready to put my presidency on the line. And at the heart of this scandal, the man who was mentioned as going to an area where he didn't have the lawful events.
Any argument was mature kratako. Kratana mature koeno. Baby ana mepeno. A hono ni pasha siya kure ye juma woho. Nti de mesumi ya say me share nim so betiasia na so montiasia no. Sa bia honum na nkaza me mu bia so nko. At
what stage na oye party events party ma, is that correct?
We party ba.
We party ba, and then at what stage and we government person, and at what stage we businessman? Do you understand? You can't be a regional chairman for the ruling party, okay, whose president has put his whatever credibility online. Now who create kazena so be called the misumi kwako yebi. It's like saying there's you saw somebody doing something illegal, and there's something illegal there.
He was rather protecting the place, according to him.
Protecting how? I mean, was that a statement that Minerals Commission issued?
That he had no right of
exactly.
Exit.
That is what we are dealing with.
But people were there.
If people were there now, but Mansi also supposed to be there. And so then maybe the argument should have gone back to Minerals Commission and said, listen. Exactly. So everybody is sleeping on his duty. Everybody. I mean, I'm happy. Maybe we got to not say at the height of is it helicopter? Flew over a certain area, and now he appreciated the damage and clear free area no more. I recall, sir, even under President Mahama also, there was a similar incident.
Yeah.
I mean, they flew some guys over some way, mining areas and so on, including appreciating the level of pollution. There were Wager, Densu, and then Wager and all that. It happened. I recall President Mahama was also quite committed to it. He spoke eloquently about it. At the time, Okwako Commission way water project we were Kibi. He described Kibi as the headquarters of Galamsey.
Exactly.
I recall the regional minister then, the lady, not a lady, I mean, Frimpoma or something to that effect.
Mavis Frimpoma.
Yes, Mavis Frimpoma. She spoke about it, eloquently. And then she was all over the place taking journalists to that side, Kibi and all those environs to appreciate the level of Galamsey that had happened, the degradation. So out of that, I got to hear about the 3 water bodies, or Supong, Densu, and there was another one, Brim. Okay, Brim. And all that, I mean, all those water bodies that used to give people good water to drink, no more than it is a way, everyone's a Milo. Okay? No more than it's a Milo, we Milo drink and a cocoa drink. So this whole thing started, you know, at a certain point in time. I recall President Mahama, President Akufo-Addo then saying, "A man for the ono oba betra galamsey," and that he is not going to do that. He isn't going to do that. He said that. So that means there was a fight before. Exactly. So what Bana said, you had even moved further to put your credibility on it. When your party chairman, the original chairman, had gotten himself involved in such a thing, you don't go to a place like Otufo's Palace with a same man. At best, you tell him that, listen, stay away. Do you think this will happen under Jerry Rollins? You will move around with Jerry Rollins with that kind of thing hanging around your neck? When you put your credibility on the line.
No, but Larry, that meeting, no too funny home. Yes, meeting. President Kumasi, we see a National House of Chiefs, and Otufor was not part of National House of Chiefs. He wasn't there.
No, he was there.
No, National House of Chiefs in there.
No, Otufor.
Yes, but then at the Mention Palace, he was there.
I'm trying to believe a different occasion.
No, it was just around the same time.
Okay.
You know, so you don't put your credibility on the line. I don't know to the extent to which the president himself has flown over these whole areas to appreciate what is happening. And I'm saying, I have spoken to some of his, you know, people who are closer to him, and they are worried about the situation in Kibi in particular.
What is happening there?
Asamanta
so what is happening there?
Okay, but
it's also had to do with Galamsey, isn't it?
Oh yes. Yes. Chebi say me my story order. Okay. Omu mining company, large scale mining company, and omu concession. Now then is very complicated. Obi on the concession was say, yeah, all license so utimi e money legally. Ubehwe no asase na so. Etivase kokomlemle se no ma, if kokomlemle ko do 37. Kokomlemle ko do airport. It wonu wo ha se no na wo ye adwuma no. Na obi so asi na chi. Oman, onu wo se no na wo ye legal mine no. Na obi so asi na chi e wo 37 no so etu illegal mining. I was assassin, I had the man is one illegal mining. But to the business, so an American, a teacher be the was had a deal over channel. Even legal miners, one more, Yamamo lines to operate legally, no quite I complicit.
So, Larry,
no, in that case, okay, I'm going to go to Asante.
Exactly.
The problem is indigenous native. Yeah, trust us in town, yes, large scale mining. And no more commodity. Into Amusa, Yeska. Yeah, Korea, the end, it's then they invade the concession. Because as the Omo far away from your mind, even though it's part of your concession.
Stop it because Okasano say, Larry, I make a point. Okasano say, sir, engagements there, because in him, God in the call for, yes, illegal mining. Why are we then over just stretching the matter, and then the agency is taking the needed and appropriate action against those people? If indeed we know that, because you call a Larry, you call a cropon, was a cropon. Me usher in Obi Amanabe still first, main MC against the fight against illegal mining. You know what? Me introduce you program you and Beijing about. Then a guy called me that, Charlie. Meet me at 30,000 a man, and now fans start as I'm from the site.
Our site. Our site.
In a month's time, I'll come back and I'll just. I'm an advocate against what you are doing.
The money is the issue. Or can't just over 30,000, but now 150,000 in a month's time.
I think the corruption is the issue.
That attitude, very corrupt.
No, but you see,
the political will.
There's also another thing that we kind of overlook, and it's I can't tell you, sir, you should stop doing radio. Okay? I mean, you've been into radio for God knows how long. From the regional, exactly, all the way to where you are today. Now, if tomorrow I should come and tell you, so my Jai radio, what am I giving you in return? Do you understand?
Illegal mining.
Exactly.
And then options.
What are the options available? People might want to overlook that kind of situation, but it's a very, very, very critical question that everybody would have to look at and then be answering.
No, but the question to if you tell prostitutes to stop prostitution, if you tell armed robbers, if you tell armed robbers,
wait, he'll hang himself. But armed robbers be brave. Robbery no. Dani pastors. Okay, they are into
And they to a year friend say.
And I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens with the prostitutes. So Jai prostitution and then no but maybe no, he is better placed to be.
Wrap up on this galantry.
Yes, so I think, sir, what are you giving the people in return? It's all about policy. Some people have to stop their banking job. How many people have been, let off from become unemployed after the banking issue? What are they doing now? I know some are into taxi. Are driving taxi, others are into catering, others are driving Uber. Do not so echo way. A friend saying a lot of these mining areas. Yeah. And when you talk, when you talk to some of them, say, listen, him say I deal with one car. Exactly. I can't call you banking. And so you need to give people something to take back. Unemployment, it's on the rise. Unemployment is on the rise. There's so much that we need to do as a people.
My suggestion is mining.
But having said that, how much money have we pumped into this fight?
Okay.
Let's quantify it. No, but and then that means that the president hasn't really put his presidency on the line, because if he had, I'm sure we would have known how much is pumped into it, and then he would have discovered, say, listen, hey,
the
government has really pumped a lot of money into this.
Exactly. Let me fly over. Let me appreciate. Listen, most of these regional regions, they have BNI, and I said today's government NIB, and then we have police officers, we have military detachments, and many other security agencies over there. Give them the specific roles. So listen, clear these guys within this amount of time and report to me. Don't go through your superiors. So sir, when you come here, Lieutenant Colonel Way is in charge, Lieutenant Colonel B is in charge, Lieutenant Colonel so and so is in charge. And if they are all reporting to you and they know that their promotions and answer everything is hanged on that, I'm sure we will see real action. And then that gets polluted every now and then, with Ghana Water telling us that they are also pumping so much money into treating water. I'm sure there will be a complete departure from this wastage.
Okay, so I think we're joining you. I was Larry Dugby, Network Herald, now for the find
Herald,
Herald, right?
Yes,
Herald.
Herald.
Yes, Herald.
People I'm reviewing on the paper now. They are a better friend than Gordon. Gordon every blessed day. It's more edge over you. Herald.
And I won't do money. Better friend. And I won't do money.
Herald.
Now what happened to the Network Herald? Where is it?
Larry Letiano. Herald. You're quite him. Oh, the new idea.
Omanhene. Galam say issue no.
Just wrap up on
me. Say na American concessions. Yema kromafo. So be small scale mining yema e kromafo na enye. Na yemfa concession ma abonten so for no mo be nyes kana kromafo komo de on be racing bi. Say e kro na media na ensuo no o ka che me say ensuo na me nya ensuo no mu a mine me protect ensuo no. Ba say me ho na me ba okro na metu galamse a me say ensuo na mfa me ho because me nya me sika wi a me yeden me de be come krom woni mo anwo krom na mbebre. 2, the royalties are buying GNO, are buying focus on large scale mining. Royalties here free small scale miners and no be no chrome on be mining. Yenfa and establishing an alternative livelihood scheme for one or more go into mining in the community. A part of that royalty anchor into community development projects. Say here to me restructure small scale mining. Say the royalties no abanji large scale. Concession in Ekrobia so Ekroma for na farmer mo farmer bonten so for. No monti say mean to mean say you because mini Krobia me cost because me krum. Me yen ye in a sustainable manner. Na the be free mo aba no. The royalties and say kwa ban ho no. Ye the building the community. Ye the providing alternative livelihood for members of the community. They are not into mining. Say people who say mining no e the faso bro directly. The aspect of it say protecting environment any ensure no they will be willing to do things better than currently. But say me fi krom ho. Now me concession say me ko to gold ho. Me say ensure me say environment and farm because me 2 year me ko me ti krom ho. But the krom nya media. But say me krom a na me say ensure na me nya bi num enchina I will protect the water. But say me say we munsuo me come krom akonu nsuo papa na me say ensure na family ho bayi. And I think that we should take a second look and review the whole process of small scale mining. Okay, we could get rid of all a lot of the illegalities.
We'll come back on this matter of small scale illegal mining.
Illegal.
But Larry Mame shall say with you on this matter of merging of ministries and the reshuffle.
Yeah.
We are there buying we near the abonache that a lot of the ministries no shame pa ideally think ya kabum. Ebi abakum yenu mi ensebina I one ministry. And then ebi nimu su say players no mo ST affairs na ma mine no ebi abre ebinom so ohwa o modern born tosin. But as we speak sa kasa bebrebe ni adwenkyere bebrebe de aba no still it's not really getting that results a reasonable percentage of Ghanaians. What could be the challenge? Is it that the president continues to be satisfied with what the team that he's playing with, and Ghana for they are overly trying to now dictate for the president, or the status quo is that no measure because my team ministry be what's happening?
Thank you, but let me say something with respect to Elvis Diano. Most often the China Nina or freeway, let's say, is a Guangzhou and
maybe a free baby or China.
Okakosha way, baby to say,
for him.
On him ho.
Exactly.
Somebody took the guy there.
Somebody with a possession.
Sure.
Now when
somebody took him there. No, at least somebody, a Ghanaian took him there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sir. But that's the point. We can, go into that debate later. Let's come back to, shall my major reshuffle, sacking.
Yeah.
I used to think, President Dika.
Asempa FM.
You understand? And so, and Ekadienu could just come in different forms. I mean, there's a man who started his presidential with Jenny somewhere in 1996. So, and he's made friends. Okay? People have invested into his presidency.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's indebted to them. He has a very large family. He's indebted to them as well. I mean, the recent argument around the sacking of Ken Oforiatta, whether he should go and answer he shouldn't go and so on. I mean, some of the NPP MPs came to say, do you know something? They were told, Ken, Edi Nisika, Edi Bua, the presidential ambition, do you understand? Do you get it?
But is that not legitimate?
Oh no, we are not.
No, from maybe from the angle you are looking at it.
Yeah. Somebody who invest in your way, in your ambition, and in your talent.
But along the line, so on one
exactly. But you see,
it depends on the angle you are coming.
Yes. But Gordon, let me answer that. It's a very legitimate thing. Mm-hmm. However, after first term, when the man had so much access, second term, I mean, 2 years, another 3 years, around the line, you just get the guy. Oh, listen, Ken, I mean, we need to leave a legacy now. The concerns are becoming way too much. Let somebody else come in there. Now, no somebody playing the role, now, and say, and then, do you understand? When you do it like that, it means you are listening to your party and aside that, you are listening to Ghanaians. But if it's like, oh, listen, clear off. When he was pumping his money into this thing, where were you? It connotes a certain thing. It connotes, listen, there is no other, nobody else can do this job better than him. Do you get it? I also used to feel that the president is so generous. And I've heard those comments, listen, oh, Nana, if the man, you approach him and tell him, oh, Nana, I need this, I need that, he will give you. And so he probably is in a way, his hands are tied by that generosity, such that he can't look some of them in the face and sack them.
At the expense of your party.
Well, that is what it is.
At the expense of Ghana.
That is what it is. That is what it is. So we have an agric minister who has reduced the whole administration of that ministry to the cost of plantain. The availability of plantain. Bodier. Sana bodier. And so the list of the
because we're complaining.
Yes, so
it's
also so the focus of that ministry is about availability of plantain and its cost.
Way beyond that.
Yeah, it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. And in any case, talking about merger, why are we having to do with aquaculture, Ministry of Aquaculture, which has to do with fish? And then we still have food and agriculture as a ministry. Maybe it's about time to save costs, to merge the two. Put an officer and as a deputy minister in charge of aquaculture. And that could just be run very well. Do you get it? So, but having a minister who only thinks about Baudier and then the list of things, listen, we are coming to sell plantain in front of the ministry. And then who tracks and they are all bringing away Baudier. Now me talk Baudier now. What is the cost of fish? Akume down there.
Akumadan tomatoes.
No,
Akumadan tomato.
How about tomato?
Akumadan tomato.
How about fish?
Yeah.
Pepper, onions, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. So you don't. The minister has completely lost touch of what he's supposed to do. But in there is also his presidential ambition. So maybe move him away so that he could focus on the presidential ambition and get somebody who can come and run that ministry for you for the sake of your legacy.
It suggest that flag bearer aspirants we have to change them. Is that the case?
That is where I'm going towards.
Oh,
that obviously they are detracted. Is it detracted or distracted?
Samu.
They are distracted by their ambition. Are you?
Say me, working hard to demonstrate to Omo delegates.
How many you have the man? So he's supposed to be campaigning, and he's supposed to be running a ministerial responsibility. Taking care of this, monitoring this project, evaluating it, giving a report. Maybe I touch man now the but the man, when he's supposed to be going through files, he's busy talking to a party delegate. Nankwanduri, Charlie, I hear say you know won't vote for me. What is happening? His focus is on that. And now I see your party here wafaka, he's gone. Meanwhile, then the ministerial it's hanging.
So there should be a reshuffle now.
There should be. I'm sure President Kufuor did this when somewhere 2006 thereabout, where all of them, including Akufo-Addo, was cleared. Alan Chamantin, all of them, Damboche and all those guys. Exactly. Go and focus on your presidential ambition. I think even the brother,
Yeah.
Yes. So go and focus on that and bring in new guys who can run the thing better. Because at the end of the day, whichever way you look at it, people are suffering. People are suffering. Just clear them and then get new guys on board. Unless, of course, you are afraid. If you are not afraid and you are concerned about what becomes of you after your presidency, you need to be worried. I always say, listen, as a president, you have a 4-year mandate. When you perform well, they will renew it. If not, they will kick you out. But uni eda ubewu. And every morning, na utie Adum TV. And sorry, you are watching Bedroom. Na Oman hinietio. They be na watching with power. Na all kasa and na corruption. Wanya there. Security, you feel. This, you feel.
Education, health.
You get it. I mean, how painful could it be? So you tune into Joy, that is it. City is there. Radio Gold is there. I mean, you name it.
Backyard or manifest.
I mean, listen, they are on your tail every day. Adriani Crown to Mindy, you've lost appetite. Mm-hmm. It is that painful. So what legacy does he want to leave behind? How does he want to be remembered? The next 2 years, he would want to just do something about, all this. But I mean, I'm hearing reports that he would want to merge some of them. Water and sanitation will go. Sanitation will go back to local government, and then water will go back to Ministry of Works and Housing and all that. I've heard that report. But there again, also, what you hear is some of the ministries that feels that they are going to be merged, budget is being blown, all manner of contracts are being awarded here and there to people that who are of questionable characters and so on. Maybe we would want to look at that also critically. If the president has to do it, he should do it now. The rumors are becoming too much.
Before 31st.
Before the
31st.
And also with what
6 major ministries.
Yes.
Ministers.
Why would you have to wait until I mention?
Ebibuashi.
Okay. Nyawani.
Hono kra na wano. Mienu kra de asa omomodin bono eye eniso kakra.
Okay.
But still no. Ba ko beko eyi. Sector ba ko ebedi hu nkomo.
Ba ko beko eyi na ba ko so akọ eyi.
Na yedi ba ko so yakasa hu bebrebe no akọ eye presidency in charge of eyi.
Now in charge of anyway that's
topic when a trauma when I can see and discuss clearly president na actually say he doesn't believe in that philosophy of reshuffle.
He doesn't believe.
Yes. But you see,
or the positives in here or did he say unbelievable in this issue about
but maybe I'm to the extent say Obi closer to the president the book I say Obi closer to the president book I say in the democracy especially Ghana there no no President Kofo and the day you buy a friend is a reshuffle buy and if you United Kingdom go put what then I'm saying no Margaret Thatcher when your my yes na look no crepa wo mu asem no for me and they say Omanhene a overly generous person. Okay?
Even in Namamu.
No, not in normal life, private life, no may a president or a legal practitioner or any say will bear flag bearer near the Adina. In terms of Sikaye Krampono, Ubien me say, then a Kufwad no a generous person. The now of Walker or more called Walker were generous. Sad year no aba bedroom namamu. Ama why overly dangerous, overly generous, and it is dangerous to his presidency. Oman, me say a year 2022 year under review ni year no. And he said, "Beka kofa bengu that no can straight." But didn't say, Omanhene aye overly generous. Ama aye dangerous to his own presidency. A danger.
And to his legacy.
Sure. There's a difference between deliverables, no, okay? Deliverables on Omanhene Akufo-Addo na ban aye. Me timaka say me probia na ye debate. No president. Kwame Nkrumah de me mameto no ti minim de mekenkan and makenkan enti ya me pese de beko ho no mo but 92 de ba ye nyina ti mu aye enjoy san from maybe sin and de president bi na wa Ghana what deliver eniema chairperson Kufuado.
Can you give us specifics?
Delivery.
Yes.
Can you give us specifics?
Who? Opa, nyambo chemra.
It's a continuation.
Oh, nyambo much opa, Larry. Elvis maybe.
Maybe you can find a fact of yes. NTC road. Hospitals. Papa, we don't try.
Yes. Mama Penya Kufuado, but I said deliverables no president. And the bet to me, I'm matching the good for good was an man. But there's a difference between deliverables and the governance. And then maybe we hold no one. And Mark Wamamonu and CP.
It's born out of generosity, overly generous.
Overly generous.
But that's the prescription. How they are minded.
And American, that's how they need a deal Mampeninia. Now, Mampeni, look. Missy picture be able to make us.
You don't want to focus on a car, Odi.
I
mean, how heavily indebted he
no,
is to people.
You can't indebtedness, sir. It's not in Yisikasem.
Or it could also be about money.
But okay, one was the car. So we talk about with
it could also be about money.
But for me, you want to make focus on.
No, or the can car because
when the kind, I said one the kind.
No, but
Amantia no crosses says no person or children.
That's not person or children. But when the guys want the can.
I think Mantia says.
What do I
do? See, Chino, pardon because that's a good Chino.
Baby, don't pardon him. What to cheap, Papa? That's what can be a deliberate. What you say?
I've heard Mantia says on the can car. It's no who mobile. That's Mantia. They would be like this one.
No, but the MPs came out and said.
But the truth also is that until we change the funding structure of our politics, there are certain key people both in MPP and NDC. They, for lack of a better word, they are untouchables when the administration is in power.
Man, my make us a bit. Meaning police officer bia. Me no kasa sisi asem na akoko TV timi aka. What the prison wants a woman, okay? Or police officer no dem sisi. Okohu enubone se wonchi nipa kro. Wentima nchi nipa kro no. Adete wanchi nipa kro na se nipa kro na ahwe no school. Esa de manya na e de ko police service mu. It was the ho ne be friend say ekofo bi di nubone hu dwa. Eti mo nkwache wo mo. Okoya na ye wono a. Nipa kro odhwe no school. Share secondary school and Nico police service. Washaneda. Why you indebted to the person in perpetuity? When to me, Auntie Nipakro.
That say it's not good.
Deputy Mitchell say, and you could the Mitchell say, we are indebted to people. And to say, be our better quote for say, and to the beer, would teach a need to say, very heavy
power songs. I'm
telling you,
but your job, professional job, should tell you that what is important.
A babu sumi siyachi, assembly surface, you know, and you're quite no. Menuka say what dance on prison. Menuka say I mean money.
Oh no, I mean once the president.
No, you fear my metal with the actual.
No, man, once the president.
The action is I don't know one chip apano.
Yes,
I don't know one chip apano.
What is
it? No, but why? I don't know police administration will punish because of that.
But
make police administration. Me say court.
Yeah, illegal.
The court found him guilty.
Illegal.
Me we are my body natural. Would they relax it? And I say behind the kind of bunting. Okay, and I say behind the kind of President before time 2007 June. And Nipa 8 Nipa watch Stalwarts of MPP June 2007. I don't want Benjamin Kufuor say we use phrase because they have picked or pick it too early.
Too early, yeah.
But near June 2007.
Okay.
And to say you need ya. I can June 2007 me can say because next election 2024.
Yeah.
And I can say June June 2023 we pick early. But the question is, having these people overly picked months ago, Oma picky that.
Yes.
Oma picky.
Oh yes.
All the potentials, no.
Oma picky just say appropriate form. Ya no ho. Oh, me say a year 2022 year under review. Etien katakata nsem so man na me ni krom ha wo.
Okay.
Na okay na me so okay, let me just come. Me no fie.
Okay.
No ko hwe ni maame.
Ko hwe maame kwanti bi ho.
Ofani ni agro.
Yes. Me ko hwe anti bi kakra. Okay so let me just tibi ka me no fie mpo na me say etimi meta me kaye kataso mu aso katakata de maso. The president has been overly generous
the reshuffle
and when you careful it may go against one the name legacy papa be as a cotimija o man make us we are can I Friday be can make share reshuffle but just for single reasons. Let people know say they are not 10 gods and wherever they are. You are the one in charge. Just let them have that feeling. But the same for are you too comfortable? Baby, energy to the beyond. A dream be home medicine was within 2 years. No one can afternoon. Within 2 years, what fed what bread. Bebre we join office of occupy bebre me mo ho me ko bo ho no mo busa for me hwe me wa me bo janka we de beji
oh say me
me ko obi bo me nua dia me say
you see no the point is that
you just have to open
these conversations yeah idea so I say maybe the president will be saying okay I heard you young guys talking nicely about reshuffle why na me
menya do so man panya me that rare opportunity na me body be brachre
health in kwana
me say o man that opportunity na
agric in kwana
me body na kire no
education in kwana
what you say
I say o man panya face to face o
man panya me that opportunity
na
me so man that opportunity na metima body ni bi akire no me say reshuffle
by the powers vested in me as a potential flag bearer of any of the political parties and a future president
you are not the president
a future president
you are not today's president
oh man che mama kasi bi so mini government individual be appointment so see the DC MC CEO minister and now government functionary bi ko nya e hye da nya kese bi krompo a eye dan ya na busuafo ba ko mienu bi a trickle down e wo mo so kase beboa
no kre
eye dan ya busuafo ba ko mienu bi a trickle down wo mo so say wo change nipa 5 okay, who changing the path for some quite fee. Not different 5 people on some bra, a different families. And I also do my back. Almost to be trickle down, and almost a bush for back community. Through that, you are empowering everybody. And yet, not resource now will redistribute to. But we are stagnating. It's about bone. A stagnating, you need to know. I remember as a party for no quack, or more party for no poor bufu. Casabewa. I am telling you the fact. Party for who be brand who mo bufu. MPs ni be brand who ministers ni be kwa who mo bufu. E fact American. O ma pani mon kwa ye exams. And you say asuma simpe and obeta minister for this. Asuma simpe obeta DC. Asuma simpe DC for be brand o meto man pani abroi. Yeah. Enye omampanyi na Ghana for penasemu a ekasemu to MPP 2020 elections. Now you maintain more than half of this same DCs. A lot of them are lazy and incompetent. A lot of them. A lot. No one maintain one. Look, me who rigorous process be since 1992 Abagana say ye ko select MDCs such rigorous process region for new interview remunye interview omunye say ye wia na ekoti dambocho committee no mahwehwemu very rigorous and I was so happy say hey we momu de utumi say ba o ma be ba no ba bebrebe bola bebrebe bontino bola goods and services. I'm telling you that's the fact. And so any so and so and you see a man penny
any particular example
the fortunes of the party, and that is where his worry should be. She o man penny me hu na no yembo heads or tail o man penny be history. 2008 elections MPP lusu aba na o man penny na flag bearer. Omulusu elections and come course so abonting MPP for bebre dem omukamu bebre no omu disobobo man panyina da George Kunkofo kasa beboa
wa moa
omu se wa moa meboa bebre so man panyina da George Kunkofo amwa because one pekufo ado asem ebi no say Pastor Kunkofo ado so the campaign no wa involve man panyin enti ono so wo responsibility kakra so no so far but we show mumpa de na akwa be 70 for John Kofo 30 for Nanado no match afa eti na why flag bearer for ruling government ruling party or muko opposition ene akwa run Asamba then candidate Akufo-Addo president Akufo-Addo now what is going to be his legacy obetimi ahwe ama party no atra abamu biemu ana se party no ko opposition na Asempa na MPP before beka for mampanya Akufo-Addo
oya de
so mo ko opposition no
se no on perishable
ya no tab so me ho mampanya no emogbo no elunti no the principles bia wo bia wo the life bu bia no wo hwe ni ye kaka no make compromises
now my hair out for hell dying
said they hell Sunday omko break
o about first January or whatever
sa o first over force ba bachi na e Mary Safo ade no se be basa emba me a long overdue
okay
a long overdue
I see
as to merging of some of
ministries
no o mampanyi bia echichemu a wo reasons no akeka reasons bebree but don't forget said the moment abeti ministry mu no afena director 1 director 2 chief director say eso mu nyina nya bi wo hono identify fa say agric ministry a ade bi ye under agric ye find se ho na ye ma ye strengthen those departments no ade ne ntimi nye na ye no so se atiwe mu atiwe fa ni atiwe afa ni atiwe afa ye behwe be wie no kra no still adwuma no aka se ye no kra no na won se dan hu ne sa se ye team ena ke hu se yes ye tiwe mu de tele ade na shoot ko soro pa se dia ne ye behwe but then obi bu say ye team mu tetimi shoot ko so no ana se nipa ko no ye head of that unity ena ye ya
okay god my man that's Asempa 94.7 Ekosiisen and Augusta Utin the year and a review and there may be a CCCC one of the ahanum privileged journalist Yera Larry Dugbe and Afira Evans Dako and Gordon Asaribe Diako and the Twin Como I want to say no see pepe we are continuing till I feel the bebana we crying ya sha see and there just here because ebe to aswitchna ama yan community me akokama dia mai Elvis on the Larry aka on the Gordon aka it means that send na let me e pursue no ho kakra na or the sachreba no kaka ministries ni bi boma a lot of Ghanaians if I'm correct by their submissions I'm very happy
very very happy to see
are you for reshuffle?
Obviously I'm for reshuffle because also say Oman know a serious economic crisis Oman Penyankasa agiatum and publicly on about 2 or 3 different major addresses on agiatum so Oman no ewo crisis mo pa enti ahokyere ba agiatum na yesi ahokyere na aba no ese ye nyina yenye den yenye sacrifices say na Oman no betime fi ahokyere no Ghana for ho kyere wo mo the Ghana for oni nipa bebre din komo a asema me bisa no say ye ho kyere yen omampanyin say ye nyina ye mmoa yesu ye bisa de ba ko edito omampanyin nim no say aban no onte so ade no no de onte so that is the question a lot of people are asking because almost say oh na wo see ye nyina nim say ho kyere aba wo see ye Ghana for no we should have patience with you. You should give it time. Ye ntina ho kyere no. Yeso de agito mu no say anka also ti aban no so a ebeboa. It's a major call even within the MPP as a party anka sa no. Nipa bebre uni omo kasa omo say emre we DS aban to me ti appointees no so a eye. And the majority say oman panyan kasa is in his interest say in this economic crisis no for say amount for ebetie the all can was supim na ombe boa oman Ghana mana atumi efri sa ho kire we mu a one request a Ghana for do na e kan say esa ban eti appointees no so enti me de me gidi pa say ade bi o ye pa na etumi e massive pa amafo bebo se mo man amafo bebo agini so papa enti ade a ono ankasa na so ofom omampanyin na pamfo no omu tie de Ghana fo omu nim pass Ghana fo se omu pe se omampanyin tie aban no so enti me dey reach out no ebebo omampanyin ankasa and media maka na makada se wona omo appointees e wo Kufu Abem no mo say before years Kufu Abem say me omo Kufu Abem second term me appointee obia because NPP as a party no soon the last elections omanpanyi nipa over 6.7 million and to Abama NPP man be di ade in the last elections na sa nipa bebrebe we mu no open nipa 100,000 omo ye prepared omo ye qualified so betumi serve your problem we benya enti adena ebi mu de omo di ade from President Kufu Abem once omo di ade 4 years e wo Abem na second term no still omo di ade enti me de obi samia anka obi a wade ade Kufu Abem na we say di 4 years Kufu Abem de anka resha for we de anka omo nkofie.
That's what you think.
That is my mind.
Okay, so
media oyan sanka here.
Yeah, that's CP. The year and the review. Makacho say asha say na ebe to asochina. Ma main stand shall say with a year Gordon Asaribediako. This time we are dealing with the judiciary. Na yashe the ups and down. A lot of amount for to bo bebre ko park no so in relation to omojuma omoye any one more dimbo. Dissenting opinions, but bigger than judiciary is stronger. It builds a stronger people and country. If there is that belief now, could do so now. You look at him say, nipa issues, and let's assess the judiciary. 2022 under review, the judicial sector. Gordon, what spectacle Ben watch out there show?
I think it's a nipa to the beer, ye judge. Judiciary in the certain way are very, very unfair. Will be the Nasabo quarter. We expect to say Eka will be deep. But a man in your wood. Now, judicial assembly be ya assembly be drew say National Security Minister Urakandapa. Esia womona wo Wasembi. Me I disagree with him. I disagree with the position no, vehemently. Because judicial court yas baby attending in Yebunwo. So what do Asemba 2,000 times? That's what Sebuno and Nina sources Yebu and Ma will say cast what defy. On 2,000 times, okay, on 2,000 occasions, you must be pronounced guilty. Regardless of who coffee so besu. Because what back court? So what's the money? Oban, you share the truth and in your way, you have no case. There's no consideration for your emotions, where they or back court or tell for it in Nadia, a young consider Kakangas need to tip him. Where's an buntentia? Eti judicial need ye sana so moye no na obi ebeka judicial ho asem a won take caution from newly elected national chairman of NDC Ora Jones dey say dunkitia Asempa FM obi antie na asema wo kan just before NDC call omo conference and as a congress no asema wo kan fa judicial na so omo ankasa NDC as a group asema omo dey call court. Was see even lawyer Chachuchikata. Omode evidence so called no question in circulation was even the only me and representing woman. Lawyer Chachuchikata of all people say one to me and represent NDC. Ewo court. Because evidence on the court to no. Enya papa. By a year na semben yet NDC court no. Asemben ye beten wabonti. After mu call court ye and rather unfortunately say even former president Mahama Krompo name calling say or form was a unanimous 9 as I say
7
unanimous 7. For me it was too low for him to have done that. unanimous 7. Why must you tag them? Why must you give them that tag? A man go from fan frame unanimous 7. What the negrity woman? Enti affair I said doing ketia bekas as what one timon no say me I said doing ketia me the mean chantro. Enti me say evidence because they say ni bibia ye koto aba 16 regions was a 5 per mutimi quality. Now to quality 5 per that went man quality. How do you go to court? Untimi court. Yet they went to court. After based on Sane Maninti and na Omaka and Sembebre, I fight judicial no home, I do matem, I denigrate, I describe one, all man of words are any. Intermediate, you're very careful. Yenny baby yako. Ultimi no be nyasang as a medico heg. Uno be nyaso or my court na de beko. Now saying one parliamentary MP Bay, Toffee, a friend is simple. And this MP na say the court. Western region. Fantana mami. Me baby na Fantana mami asem na kwa kodru no. Metima catch say no dem say dem mami no be lose ni seat. Opa akwaje record na hwe. Say asa menya lawyer and a menya judge. But they na me common sense chairman the making candidate. Not there's no way mami no ebetima win this case no. E wo court. But now say you know by ruling the by no. Court to say mami no should maintain a position as member of parliament. Me adna me say be ka as bonifa judiciary no. And this you know kind of omo kasa mami no got na fi. We don't not happy. Didn't they jubilate? We saw it all over on social media. They were jubilating. And then mami trap pictures back and front. Nice.
Omoni trap picture.
Nice pictures. No up to pa.
Omoni trap
pictures.
That's it.
Daniel who said say come. Anya Ghana judiciary ye. Anya de bia na be kwa ma. Anya de bia. And Burkina Faso for release asem. Eti wo kan asema fa judiciary ho a me de make besre meka. We kakra na busa wo se dachi bi no se koma wa wo be ka say. Hwe GBC for wo ayi bi wo ho. 2013 August. Yeah, judgment and by Supreme Court judgment by Justice Atuguba. Etani Dwemo ka say, well, this is our judgment. Or say this is our ruling. Yeah, o ken kan wie ye. Wo so we ko bian pa anti asem na se. E ko fo ken kan. In fact, omo Supreme Court for catch omo say omo yes aye, omo mistake. They had to come back again. Omo wie ye. GBC for ye news item bi. That time not President Mahama was started defeater.
Misata.
Ore Misata and the Vice President also started defeater. At office of the President train hwa de ni bi. Ebe omani age ye. Be a minute. And na Vice President at the telephone call mampanyi ho. And then in a media discussion, Park say Misata catch a gun ni wiase nyina say the losing candidate Ekufuado Afro Mampenyin John Mahama I congratulating wanga say what dinkunim yanko ama ye nyina ehwe bi ye tie bi am obi aboy nyina abaso busa wo ho NDC Ekok Supreme Court ebesinde o mampenyin dada John Mahama Watimi Alfred Nanado as president say congratulations. And yet the beer the bekwa ma. What's the more that judiciary trust them omedi ama. What's the more so that trust them omuni ma. You who reviewer now ko review. Who ni reviewer no matenase. Sanity we asset here. Democracy are very expensive.
Judiciary.
Judiciary no wrong. Omukuta a very important position ewo oman BM. Onim say onom ye Christopher Bibi atemu judgment. Atemu ni say obi betimi aka kire so ade a wo ye wodi for. Na wodi for te asitwe wo hu no enie. Ye Christopher say oyi nyankopon free mu a judges enetumi eyeden e determine say dia wo ye no wodi for ntina asitwe ni. The judges no to me a crom no to me be a emu odu pa because a judge na betumi abu kumfo na yakokun enenti tumi ne kro mu no enye tumi ketwa nti wudi saa tumi ni ye adwuma ɔman no nyinaa ne gyina hɔ sɛ mudi saa tumi no be ye adwuma obi a ani beji na judiciary ankasa o Ghana no nokwa ne nyame nim sɛ ɔmo challenges bebree na some of those challenges ama Ghana fo bi mu senia ɔmo court na asɛm no ni senia yedi asɛm no sometimes senia unnecessary and long adjournment any nyame ama nipa bebree ewo complaints say na court system no entity won yie enti na ama nipa bebree no bi so omo about omo impression about the court obi ka cho so me de be court the end en wo because me kwa akoboka ade so enfie mienu enfie nan na ye ndi wie na asem no still da ho na wo kɔ na wo basa because asem ba na nipa e di court ope say atemu no enche too much sa na wenya that judgment a humanity nipa na ejuma wonti no ye ntumi ka say judges nyina ye perfect and they can say so ye boa senior ansem tro ejuma na ejuma bia na every human institution no there are bad nuts no judiciary so no kwanya me bad nuts wo but we shouldn't use that example of bad nuts yen fa bastardizing the entire institution say institution as a judiciary nyano enye me personally me obi a me pay that kind of situation yet bastardize public institutions that be so be a then single the person out say we judge we are there me nyo now ni naka now what can the obeka now be him say Asempa could be one asem na wo kan but e kroma na say we are quick to generalize na ya ka omu nyina abom as if so omu nyina anya den enye ne papa enti abema some impression be about the judiciary as if say baby awokwa untumi nya justice enti me there me who say number one see aya ebimu ema example so bi ko ya body ye de natum obi ye sika kese when you be or defending no kwade nya me nim say judge no oti ho no mu no enyo no say o defend wo court e say o ti as here judge no ono ti ho na prosecutor de na asem aba na the defense lawyer obi also twitwa ju so ebe kaka say de be dia prosecutor ne ka no ono ne nyaade no mu atwe and so go wi abode o mikrum na e de wo court na wo ni sika nti want to me amfa lawyer man na twitwa njiwa said the prosecutor and about to establish the ampa na wi abode na say na mra na hye no obehwe mra no so their sentence and nkyere say judge no nya judge papa obi asika bum no kofa lawyers and one bin no mama back court no money prosecutors ni dey fisu no omotumi atwitwa agi nipa na eno so nkyere say judge no enye na dwuma yi most of times no nipa bebre adwintan koso say lawyer na wafa no has a role in your case enti yebeka go na judge we obi you appointed na tum 10 years obi ya sika do say onko dem 2 years emra na judges di adwuma enti she da ho sentence say odi obi betu bia no ya tro nipa ye boni we ya obetumi adon to 10 years na so say the lawyer to me make argument A B C D to me to charge no kwan be bia obetumi ate judgment to the abase enti me dire say enkomode nyina nipa bebre eni sa anim de na enti ase say judges ni bebre wo say na make human decision to make us omu nyina anye but say ebi nye wo na uka omu nyina bom na o bastardize omu nyina so a emwa enti me pese am 40 ase say judiciary they are not things omu nye esro abofo enti ebi wo mu a enye so obi ya de na enya mama ye single sa ne pane out na yenka na Supreme Court case ni say na eyika God in kind nukra nyame anim ni enye this Supreme Court judges nkwa na ya attack wo time MPP court 2013 after the ruling and for the brain people for no taking on the judges just a tuguba man for all kinds of allegations against him. It is a politicization of issues because me party the Asempa court no. It should be a lesson to all of us. And yeah, and then na one attack Supreme Court judge. First election petition. Google says you can read some nasty things for some of the judges. Over really nasty amount for council the president of the panel judges atuguba simply because wa betena say aka say
anko
MPP for we enti ayade bi ase ye hu say politicians we krom hanom no the way as omo dey asem court na anko say no mo pena no omo mpanyimfo ni bi ene omo supporters etumi attack judges no very bad and am mpanyimfo bi wo ho a so say udu level bi wo amemu mu a say na wo kasa tie no eyade bi a ss entina their god the car say asem ase ni kete abeka no uti now reflecting. There are very good lawyers in this country. There were very good people to the way Oyobia very Obia it is a penimupa na ohwe na ma bi mu kan ye because of the Supreme Court ruling na ebae say NDC for 670 omu kwa yeso omu eluzo tell omu attacking the Supreme Court judges no it was really unfair with the benefit of hindsight and then I said that mama yenyine who say their claim of even going to court no they didn't even have their own independently collated data the question is the court no mo koye na omo ma fo nyina nya rehemu say omo wa Asempa pa bi ka no ene ya no wo no abeka no kre no wo na wo di judges atem wo okika nsem edi fin gu wo ho no utena se na wo bisa wo say entini ameka ni nyina no ene no kre na abede no what do I make of my life? Some people no I was expecting some very big people in this society so render an apology to the Supreme Court of Ghana based on what I said in Ketiaka. But up to now, some of the people, respected people, are attacking Supreme Court. Up to and nobody has issued an apology to the Supreme Court there who were misled by that election petition.
Nisi Pharmacy from 020-83055676. It is on the cough from plus anafi Lumatron and so just cough from the day and it's a Obawa pa and only account for Edema Lumatron and say your favorite feeling no a bit you the precopedia ma tita ya and then malaria so dunya a Lumatron and so deba na ODCC dependent Nisi Pharma one sale from 020-83055676 one be boa masa kwanya win and how be etimefrio Nova Plaster so say per plaster boards odi ebo fie odi dijuma ofia na odi project bia na we one unique opportunity Nova Plaster so betimi enya and which is no the fa plaster ceiling system bia no one of last stocks one imported from Europe and other areas water resistance abetim de dijuma one is supply cement boards acoustic ceilings POP cement corner molds 3D PVC wall panels galvanized profiles and fixing assets so one will be so I wanted to frame contractor for a few random architects sorry and wholesale for to say one was special offer but I now no be a year juma one acquire at Chimota new overhead opposite Kantanka showroom and have a community 25 junction I will doing quite so
Asempa FM
Obetima from 050-55-98406 and 0266805827 na watimini wona din kitawo the fire insurance onso kwade my life insurance company koso catch say and we are so binim china asem dibiribi ada no boaboa ho sie ene de wono susu say ebribia do ho about my life insurance company limited no na an offer up to 15,500 Ghana cedi be cover plus critical illness and afi okwa ayaresa bia kra no ebia na ekojiwa to hono mchene they almost open so nyina say just dial *165# *165# MTN so now if you follow prompt no now if you register now for one customer service now 0242-439999 0242-439999 senye my way so jitum say there's no way eti one my life insurance company enkodi jume bia oni dino na mo ni pedua na mo wankasa ebra owo ahohihiem health organic products into the healthy man capsules healthy lady capsules healthy GE and have a healthy lax abedwaso odi nature pharmacy and chemical and herbal shop biana health organic products here Healthy Health Organic Products on the abedwaso no ubenya bi na wato. Healthy Man Capsules se bemagina brane. Healthy Lady Capsules ACC maho na ma wono apomode ho nsem so atimi adi mu awie peyo. Healthy GH no so no enemu yade titiriu e free ho prekope. Ana afi yenu ama no so no anase mema no so oko Jonsa na wote se etwu yie pa Healthy GH no be ye free e dia ma. Healthy Lax no so no eboa mane amamman ni kokwa ene sisiare edi unya no etime yisa how no nyina e dia free onum. Oko pharmacy be a chemical and as a herbal shop be a fre 0594422921 and 0206391954 now if you want to one Eddie Inkita home Franco Bronya Achediano Eguso and they one shot here on the 19th of December one baby a year 31st of December 2022 etimesrel the old 12 Franco Trading Enterprise Obiano Unya Achedie Sunko. O 20 maybe to say iPhone, Samsung, Nokia, smart TVs ranging from 32 inches, copy 55 inches, tabletop fridges, Franco air conditioning free 1.5 horsepower, copy 2.5. And in your market, you know, no 12 Franco Unya Achedie Sunko. Kahunu say Franco, Enyadia, ono, any number bia ato, baby as a free nemum. Baby, I'll be timing on a dink town. Yes, our number we 0245 31 69 69 0245 31 69 69 and 0560 684 147 and 050 1525 698. Now, Franco Trading Enterprise still phone Papa Fee 101 Etimi Eddie a year in Kitao. Larry, our judiciary. Again, I'll be catching on this under review.
I just feel that I think there's more we can do for this country as people holding government appointment, what you say, state appointment. Now, as president, you have your work is cut out, but then you are also the man who is responsible for appointment. Okay. Now, I mean, what are you expecting from your appointees? And by your appointees includes with the judiciary. These are not people who are, let's say, outside the everyday events as far as the country is concerned. One him say, if we Mr. B ayadea enye, and you need to punish Mr. B to, as an example, to deter others from committing the same crime, you have to do it. You have to do it. And in doing so, you should also be aware that your action is subject to a review. If you're a high court judge, Court of Appeal is there. If you are Court of Appeal judges, Supreme Court is also monitoring your ways and then your affairs. So you need to make sure that no matter who appoints you, you should be smart enough to know that, listen, at the end of the day, even when the person leaves office and then you also leave, your records are going to be there for people to analyze and criticize if there is a need for criticism. I don't see where Gordon was going with this bit about election petition. Election petition happened how many years ago? Daechi. I'm sure that I said NDC election and all that. That is what brought it. I have my own views as to what Asiedun Ketia said on that tape and how damaging that is as far as NDC communication is concerned.
Asempa FM.
Because NDC has maintained a certain narrative. If now you are having to now put something out there in the public domain, that is going to be weighed against what the narrative has been all this while. And then the narrative as far as NDC was concerned was that, listen, election no ye
Nobody crossed the 50 plus.
Exactly. We are election
Electoral Commission help
MPP to do this and so on, and it went on and on and on and on and on and on. I mean, law students were worried. Let me be blunt with you as to how by the unanimous decisions that were coming. I mean, it was like even twins didn't have their own minds. I mean, people also talked about. The judges, they were of a certain way, they were of a certain criteria by way of appointment and so on, and people talked about that. Also, and by that I'm saying that people also say, okay, some of them were appointed mainly by President Akufo-Addo. Do you get it? And then a few who were in there were appointed by President Kufuor, and such that, I mean, was Justice Doche part of it? No,
he wasn't part.
Yeah, he didn't sit on this. And
Justice Asempa was appointed by President Mahama.
By President Mahama.
But one no question na Obuse said doing ketia question and more than
you know, but.
Justice Asempa was appointed by John Mahama.
Making a point.
Yes, and so it doesn't matter who appointed who.
No, I'm saying, but Gordon, I'm saying, listen, people made comments about
those
that.
Commentaries, yeah.
Those commentaries, and that the unanimity, is that correct?
Yeah.
Of, I mean, their rulings
7-0.
I mean, gave a certain way, why you don't have any divergent views as far as this is concerned? At least even if it's 1-6.
Law is law.
No.
The law is law.
No, you see, law.
Yeah. For a different angle, they say, hey, depends on
law is not, your friend saying, it's not a preserve of one particular individual. And I said, that exactly. I mean, you could have your own thinking as to how it should go. I mean, the realist, the positivist, and then other schools of thought as to the interpretation of whatever it is, and so on. So, I mean, let's leave all that argument. But
so they need to up the
I'm saying that, sir, listen, I said Nketia really changed the NDC narrative as far as Jane Mensah is concerned, and as far as the election 2020 was also concerned. I am also of the view, say, listen, what really didn't help the issue was Jane Mensah's refusal to step into the box to respond to questions. So you might want to say, sir, NDC took
advantage of that.
No, not that. Okay, they took advantage of that, but also said they took some figures into misinterpreted certain figures, and then went to court based on that. The argument is that, listen, we didn't go to court with figures, but then we went on what the EC said. Exactly, and because then they had to change figures, change this, okay, and then they are saying, listen, come here and then respond to our questions. Had the EC gone into the box and responded, I'm sure maybe whatever NDC went to do in that court would have further been exposed by what Asiedu Nketia is saying today. So whether Asiedu Nketia is not changing the NDC narrative, Jameson's way actions, I mean, aided by the Supreme Court, didn't help anything.
Okay, Kwaba, ebefa no isia kase no se bana broma o wrap up na catch is the year under review into Kwaba sia.
TV ya wazo ye da ye dwedifo ya hwefo eno obi bia obebo ye tidom e ma 9 lessons e carols dwumade no e ba so fefefe ye damase ye mama afishia pa
I say, this season, man must level up and show greatness, oh.
You are now talking. But I have a concern. How to get the best home appliances at a good price. You know, promo.
Oh, that one, don't worry, no problem at all. Haven't you heard of the TCL Xmas promo?
TCL Xmas promo? No, just me.
TCL is offering up to 30% discount plus more freebies on all appliances from 1st of November to 31st of December 2022.
You don't mean it. So if I buy the TCL Google TV, air conditioners, sound bars, fridge or freezer, freezer, washing machine, and more, I get up to 30% discount.
Yes, plus more freebies.
Hey, and my house will witness a total makeover.
Won't you wait for the location?
Sure, I already know. I did not add the command traffic lights.
And where again? Walk into any TCL or Max Buy showroom nationwide. Call 059-691-3298 or visit store.tclghana.com as well as www.maxbuy.com.gh. TCL, inspire greatness.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams
Asempa FM.
CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish. Your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG. We stand with
Las Farmas Food Center. Aye biaya. Omade Ghana inyane papa hojuma. Ife bebreni. Na oba yen asoya. No nyane ahoro pi. Ebe te say fufu, banku, ampesi ne emo aduane bia. Na eho akade nso de bubuja. Ya sanse to brodo ne pastries ahodo pi. Na eba no dwumedie bia nso a ye wo hama. Esanse ye nuane no demonstronko na ye mfudi ye de ye nuane no efi Ghana ekiafo papa no ho ne senti na make am for Las Palmas nyane ama obibia na ena afam ayedimpo no ye nuane no bo no eda so dafem na obia to me to bi esujafwe ye wo froye ne nkwan aye ton so wo pe Las Palmas e tra kwan ya ye wo Accra Central Circle Achimota Abeka La Paz Kumasi Tafoma Lorry Park ene Edum Papa Lorry Park obetimi afre wo sahume so 0248964352 Las Palmas Ediane Pefie
on the place to a fiesta.
On New Year's Day, January 1st, 2023 at 7 p.m. For the first time in over 30 years, two brothers will step on one stage and thrill the nation with non-stop hits. Anticipate. It's the Cat Farm Legends Night. It's the showdown on one stage. For the first time in 30 years, the Lumba Brothers.
Asempa FM.
Daddy Lumba and Nana Achampon on stage, supported by the ever-talented Omanhene. Also performing live, other surprise acts that will blow your mind. It's the Cat Farm Legends Night, New Year's Day, 7 p.m. on the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center. Anticipate. Dial *713*33*30# for VIP single ticket. For VVIP table reservation, call or WhatsApp 0200-220-202 or visit Cap Farm Dancing East Legon or visit legendsnightgh.com. The Lumba Brothers, Omanhene Makisi on one stage. This is it. It's the legendary showdown.
For your good. Obigwa downfall, Nana delay. Midin Sempana Beja. Safari tissue at Trinity and California now hibernation. Safari were toilet tissues, napkins, kitchen towels, box tissues, pocket tissues, any unbranded packs. Emuye do, Eyamoton, a chin suo, a wadimu na a chenso. Ye the virgin pulp unkwana a ye, ye from na ye dinfidia evote and na ye said ye beya and kofaya ye bia embrewo. Na when yawa home council. Wubenya safari tissue at to show bia a bear. So what pedal to us for C-Base Ghana Limited was 0307-001-975 and a 6. Safari tissue, ye tissue mu okunini. Safari tissues, and ye not song.
Safari, the tissue masters. Omanhene, Kwabena Asante. Omanhene, Kwabena Asante. Omanhene, Kwabena Asante. What can I say?